I have old man candy. Me too. What audio issue? Hang on. Wait on. Yeah, something is weird. Duly noted. What?
Technical
I'll try
difficulties,
that.
folks. Technical difficulties.
We should be okay now.
Now?
Yeah,
so
we
how
should be fine
do I
now.
sound like a human?
To us, yes.
Like
to
some
us.
Yes,
sort of
does everyone else
weird-
hear that?
I was gonna say, is this a
see what
rhetorical
happened.
question?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool.
But am
A
I?
sound
Okay.
source did not switch when it was supposed to. It is now proper.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yes.
We will blame the gods in due time.
I just
Um,
blame everything.
In case you don't know, welcome to the party is a neat community of people who like to get together and play role-playing games and experience new role-playing games and meet each other and talk to each other. They have a Discord. It's really cool. You should check it out. There is a Patreon. If you like this whole thing, the Patreon, all the money for the Patreon goes to supporting artists and people who are trying to do more of this. We have sponsors, which is awesome. One of them is Devin Rue, who you can find her work at rueinc.com. She makes the coolest fantasy maps, and I do mean the coolest, the best. Check them out. There is also tabletoploot.com, who makes cool dice and stuff. And then there's sonerdware.com, which is the official merch sponsor. And they have a slogan, Throck. Can you smooth it? Can you just spread it on me like butter,
Can I just
please?
smooth it on
What's
you like
that?
butter?
Spread
Is
it
it
on me
like,
like butter. What is that saying?
So
That slogan?
nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear.
Oh, I feel it in my crevices. Good job. I love it. Now, So Nerdware is pretty awesome. And if you go to buy something, then you can, what was the code that you type in? Welcome? Welcome. You type in welcome and you get 10% off your next purchase. And there is, of course, Roll20. That is what we were playing this game on. Roll20 is awesome. It's super useful. And if you're looking to play games online, you should use it. And I need to actually log on to it right now because I forgot. I'll do that in a second. Now,
You don't do much rolling.
we don't know. You don't need to. So, what we were playing is Blades in Dark. And we are on episode, what, 15?
I think 16.
16? Yeah. The last episode was run by Kevin. Thank you very much, Kevin. But tonight's episode is All Hallows Eve, and it is the night before the harrowing, which is the worst, and I'll explain it when we jump into the game. But for now, let us. If you don't know what Blades is, the world sucks ass. The sun is gone. The seas are black. Leviathans are in them. There's tons of cannibal ghosts just running around. They just want to fuck you up for no reason because they're crazy. There are horrors and all their weird shit out in the world. And our main players don't play monster hunters or anything of that nature. They are simple criminals trying to make their life in this shitty, terrible world, most specifically in a city known as Duskfall. Locked in by giant lightning walls to protect them from the terrifying world outside. They basically have to fight for every inch of what they get, every coin that they make. It is a scrap. And let us introduce our players tonight. Let us start with Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. I am playing Ebony, the Whisper.
The Whisper. And I have a feeling you will be much needed tonight because of All
Probably.
Hallows Eve. And Bisonic.
Hello, my name is Bisonic Kevin on the Twitters, and I will be playing Sparrow, your lurk, and fade, kind of. I think
Okay.
a fade's a good term for it.
Yeah. You're the very sneaky. If that works.
Yeah.
You literally can go through walls, so that also works. Death by Mage.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie Bear, known as Death by Mage, and I will be playing Victor, your leech.
The technician. The bomb guy. And Kay.
Hey, I'm Kate, also known as Undead K Online, and I will be playing Scarlet the Hound.
And Throck.
Hi, I'm Sean, also known as Throck, and I
am playing Grimalkin, who is the spider, who apparently has things to find out tonight.
You do indeed. And I am Evan, and I will be your game guy, your storyteller, your game master, whatever it is called in this world. And I will be running the game. I will be the people in it and the world around them. So, last we left off, gang, does anyone... Now, I want to say, Kevin, if it's okay with you, maybe we don't recap the physical last episode, but rather the last canonical one that was
Absolutely.
in line so that we can get dressed up. Does anyone want to recap that one for me, or shall I do it?
Well, why don't we just explain what happened?
Do you want to just jump into the game so you guys can explain it to Grimalkin?
I think that works.
I think that's
Mhm.
Sure.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So then let me set this scene for you all. Just so you know, timing of the world. You just finished doing what you were doing. It was probably a night after or something of that nature. And you do know that soon approaching is All Hallows Eve. Harrow's Eve or the Harrowing is an event that happens once a year where fog rolls in from the sea. And basically the world goes mad. Horrors walk the streets, hungering for humans and things, any living thing. The spirits go wild. There are all manner of nasties that come out from the darkness, whether they've been living in the city all along or come in with the fog, who fucking knows? But these things just start showing up. It is an event. The Harrowing is an event that lasts about a week and just ravages every living goddamn thing in its path. Usually, the way that all human life survives is by locking themselves in tight, hiding behind banes and charms, and just praying that the wardens keep them safe. The wardens being pretty much the only thing that can combat the supernatural nasties that come snooping about. But even the wardens don't really go out during the Harrowing. They simply defend within the walls of other buildings and structures, trying to defend mostly the rich, but sometimes also just people. But Harrow's Eve is the night before the Harrowing begins, and it is when all people are off the streets. It is when there are no blue coats on the streets, no civilians, only warden patrols, and they're not really looking for you. They're looking for nasty monsters. So Harrow's Eve is a great night to do criminal debauchery and all manner of schemes and plots. So if you have some crazy thing that you want to do, Harrow's Eve's a great time to do it because there's no cops, just monsters, but less than there would be in the Harrowing. So you would know that in this world going into it, you would know that this is soon approaching, and you would know that all the criminal elements of the city usually plan some sort of big events during this essential initiative, Harrow's Eve. But we can get to that in due time. For now, where are you all? In the school, I would assume? Okay, let's go to the school. You're all most likely gathered together, right? You want to get this...
Yes.
Right, so let's say you're all gathered together in your like meeting room. What does your meeting room look like? You got like a cool table with a map on it. You got like a target with faces of people that you've offed. What's it look like to the phantoms? What does their little planning room look like?
We have an obnoxiously large painting that on the backside has all of that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Which you flip around. What is the painting of?
Dogs
don't-
playing poker.
Yeah, dogs playing poker. All right. Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, then there you are, lit by candlelight. What do you discuss?
I don't know. Was I just kind of hanging out?
So
You
that's kind of up
haven't
to
been
you.
back.
I would say that you probably went to touch base with Siren, who does have information for you that I can give in this. And probably just to check on whatever it is, probably to check on your family if you wanted to do that. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
You could have gotten some stuff done if you wanted to. I know when Jackie was absent for a few episodes, he got a shit ton of research done and stuff like that. You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only I had one clock I needed to fill. Get off. Thank you. For Nigel Weatherford III, and there was only one tick
Filled.
left.
It's
Yep.
filled.
Okay.
You're good. You know exactly. You know where he is. You know a lot more about him.
Yeah.
I can explain that if you decide to go meet him. I'll give you the spiel.
Okay.
About who he is and what you've learned about him, because you are careful and you vet your people before you start working with them.
Yeah. And then I would have done like one round of training.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sure.
Yep.
You got it. You throw an XP in there? Right?
Yeah.
You did?
And then I would have hung out with my family and with Siren.
Okay. I would say your family's doing well, and Siren did have some information for you regarding some of the other gangs and their activities coming All Hallows Eve. She basically knows what like a lot of the gangs are doing, except the mines. No fucking idea what they're doing, because no one can find out their secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you were all probably in. I would assume, Sparrow, would you have called a meeting?
Absolutely.
To be like, okay, we need to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Sparrow calls a meeting. You all show up.
Victor's gonna come in with several apparatuses and starts working on a side table while while trying to listen in through the meeting.
Does his assistant help him?
Oh no, no. He's been told to stay out of the room.
Does he help you bring in stuff?
Yeah, for the moment. And as soon as what Victor will do is as he's coming in, he'll like cover his eyes and slowly guide him into the room.
Well, we won't have the map out until.
Oh, Victor is just like, it's never mind.
I could say too, probably Grimalkin, as you enter the school, because some things have changed in the school. I would say as you make your way, we could probably see Grimalkin making his way towards the room, walking up the corridor, kind of, your thoughts are to yourself, you're thinking, and then suddenly you walk face first into Frank, who's this massive man in sort of tattered rags with the scar across his head, and he goes,
You met Frank.
Yeah. I'm just reminding him, basically a big Frankenstein man. And he looks at you and goes, huh? And then just turns, walks away into another room. You're like, huh?
Okay.
You go to take another step, and you look in the room, and you see that he sits down at a table with the hideous fly man that came in with Scarlet and Sparrow. And this fly man is starting to deal cards, and he looks up as you. Okay, you continue to make your way. There are a few of the deaf spies or the blind spies that are walking around. Some of them might be deaf, and you do see Victor pushing a small child out of a room. He's like, "What I want to see, I can watch."
No, it's not for children.
All right, well, I'm not a kid really. Like, I'm young, but we've got to grow up sometime into sport. I look out for myself. I'm tough. And this child looks to be like, I don't know, like 11. He's just like a scrappy little boy. Come on, let me see your plans. Maybe I can help.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. You want me to organize the workshop?
Yes, go and organize the shelf again.
All right, I'm going to go build some stuff. And he starts making his way. I'm going to go use a little bit of gunpowder.
Okay.
And then there's Victor standing there.
Hello,
And everyone
Victor.
else. Yeah.
Oh, Grimalkin, you're not dead. That's good.
No. What? Why?
Why what?
The small one and the two large ones.
Oh, well, the large one, I brought one home. The other one, the buggy one,
Yes.
Sparrow and Scarlet brought back. And as for the little one that you just seen here, it was a gift from Mishka.
You got a child as a gift.
Well, gift.
I'm sure all will be explained at the meeting, yes.
Yes, I'm not good at explaining things. But yeah, you might want to sit down for it.
All right. And I head into the room.
As you enter the room, you do see that aside from this very large painting, there does seem to be like this weird sort of who got the naked lady statue, the small naked lady statue? Was that you, Sparrow?
Probably.
Yeah,
There's
that sounds right.
Yeah.
There's a few of these strange objects and artifacts. You guys just probably haven't had time to put them away anywhere.
There's a barrel of gunpowder.
Oh, there's also a barrel of gunpowder here.
That's clearly labeled "Do not touch" and no open flames.
Yeah, no smoking, and some like strange like they look like artifacts, not like arcane or magic or dark magic or anything. Just like shit that would belong in a museum is in here. Shit that looks valuable though.
Well, yeah, that's right. I stole it from his desk.
You did, and you got rewarded like a nice painting and like some other weird shit from Mishka, as opposed to just regular coin. She got you coin and weird stuff.
As you walk in, Sparrow will slowly spin around in a chair on a swivel.
Victor had made for you custom so you could do that.
Yes. It has like a little bit of like bird motifs built into like the top corners. So it's like that tall chair.
Sparrow went ahead and got a boss chair while you were away walking. Awesome.
I sit down in a normal chair. Hello, Sparrow.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So you've done some redecorating.
I just put things down, and people liked where I put them, I guess.
That is the definition of redecorating.
Okay.
So, what's...
Everyone's
did I
here?
miss?
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and come in now and sit down. Got Ember in my lap, kick my feet up on the table. Why not?
By having Ember in your lap, your cat's...
I don't even care. It can just take my whole lap up. It's half on me.
It's that image of like Raja, just like Raja from Aladdin. It's just like
Yes. Yes.
Just don't mind me. Got my cat.
It looks at you, Sparrows. And Crystal, do you enter as well?
Yeah, Ebony will come in and scratch Ember behind the ears.
Ebony is missing an eye. Ebony has an eye patch. I would say probably two sort of like scarring near the head where it.
What happened while I was gone?
Ebony, you want to explain that one? I was just there.
Dude, well, John Irons is dead.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean to add?
And she's going to
Dead,
busy herself with
as
stuff.
in, you know,
Who
done.
killed him?
I will
Combination
reach into
of
the
the
powder. I open up the gunpowder and pull out one of John Iron's pistols and put it back on top of the gunpowder.
Kind of a combination of her and me.
Meaning Ebony.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a bad second date.
Commitment issues.
Let her answer.
Why?
Long story.
No. That is not an answer to killing an ally.
We needed him dead. And quite frankly, the plan that we had was far too complicated.
What plan? And why did he need to be dead?
Remember the head?
Yes?
Yeah.
So I'm very upset by this. How did you lose the eye?
He shot me while he was dying.
Good! Ridiculous plan.
But it worked.
No.
It,
Sparrow, you're saying no? Do we still...
First of all, it wasn't a plan. Second of all, it opened a different kettle of fish, and this one was fermented.
Go on.
I'm sure you can think the ramifications of John Irons being dead through.
Perhaps the Ironbiters are going to return to a life of crime?
Or splinter into different factions, giving the Billhooks and the Badgers a lot more room to breathe, as well as the Red Sashes, who had attempted to kill John Irons themselves.
What a fucking ridiculous. This is why we weren't going to kill him in the first place.
And then
We made an alliance.
Groon came to see us and tell us how we were his loyal pets.
Did you kill him too?
Not yet.
Of the
I thought
two
about
of
it
them,
for 2 seconds.
had I thought for a moment one of them would have come out of this last week dead, it would not have been John Irons!
I agree.
We made a deal with. And then we broke it. And worse than that, he could have provided a real cover for us. Not only the weight of the name of John Irons, who's now fucking dead, but also his businesses and his money and his places to hide and all of the other things that come with having a legitimate fucking empire that are now gone. And why? Why? Why?
because
That is not an answer!
it's the answer I have.
That is not a good answer. I'm sorry, it is unacceptable. Since
Doesn't
when have we
matter.
gone off and randomly killed someone without the agreement of everyone in this group? Since when have we perpetrated murder? We actually promised we would never kill anyone who was in charge of anything again, and here we are, a fucking again.
Now, it happened. We have to live with it. There were benefits, but we need to keep moving. I was hoping you'd come back sooner so that we could have this before tonight, because tonight has special opportunities we probably wouldn't see otherwise. Now, I don't have a hook on anything that can't wait.
I want to know
Also-
why John Irons is dead.
Look, I only shot him because he was about to shoot Ebony, so
Because I made a decision.
Was your life in danger?
No.
I don't understand. Are you a crazy person?
I made a snap decision.
Based on what information? What would drive you to...
Based on the fact that that is a complication that neither I nor the rest of us need.
Wait a minute, did you kill him because you were having feelings for him? And because he was having feelings for you?
I'm not going to listen to this again.
Are
I've
you
listened to it already from Sparrow.
insane? Are you... I don't even know what to do with that. I don't even understand how are we supposed to trust you with anything at that point? If that is the reason why one of the most powerful people in the city, who was, by the way, an ally that we worked very hard to create, is dead, what are we supposed to do with that information?
I suppose that's up to you.
Grimalkin walks out of the room.
Ooh. As you walk out of the room, as he turns his back to you, Crystal, you hear in your mind a familiar voice.
That man is nothing.
It's gone. That's all I wanted to say. Grimalkin is storming out of the room. As you leave the room, Grimalkin, you bump into one of the spies who is totally listening in. He goes, "Oh shit!"
I like that you're doing your job. Don't do it here.
All right. So you're right.
Okay. The three of you, if you have any hooks on any jobs, start baiting them. I'm going to go talk to Grimalkin.
Okay. I can say for you guys, for your knowledge, right, for the world, Death by Mage, because of your assistance and because of the way that you handled that job with the Corvs and with Mishka, you do know that the Corvs are planning to do two things during All Hallows Eve. They're planning to kidnap a city councilman and frame a nobleman for doing it. Not sure the purpose or what this councilman did to piss them off, but he did some shady dealings, and they're calling him in. But they're putting it on someone else. They're also going to fight the Red Sashes during an intense street squabble. So in turn, you know that the Red Sashes, part of what they're going to do that night is fight the Corvs. You know the place that they plan on fighting, and you know the city councilman and the nobleman and everything like that. So that's the job that you are aware of. Kay, some of the jobs that you know that you are aware of. This is aside the stuff that you guys already know as well. Don't forget, all that is still on the table as well if you so choose. But some of the stuff that's happening during this special event, Kay, because of your time in Dunslow, and because of the fact that Silt spent a lot of time in Dunslow, he informs you that the Roaches plan on just fucking looting the shit out of everything, and they plan on fighting. There's going to be some infighting amongst them, which could be a good way to knock off and weaken their hold. But they're kind of solitary in Dunslow. But the looting might provide some opportunities to get some really good loot. It's just that Dunslow is going to be one of the most dangerous areas during All Hallows Eve. And Evany, because of what you did, you know for a fact that the Billhooks, as a thank you, I would say Grun let you know that the Billhooks plan on destroying the Ironbiter casino known as the Coinstar. It's going to be it's a very profitable spot for them, as you remember from Tuvok Chuck loved to go there, and it's one of their biggest money makers. So the Billhooks plan on just fucking going in and just destroying everything. It's going to be well defended because the Ironbiters are, in turn, they are kind of locking in and defending during All Hallows Eve. Doing their own thing. And Grimalkin, from Siren, you know that the Badgers plan on smuggling they plan on smuggling 3 people of extreme interest for whatever reason. She suggests, well, I'll get to that in a minute. They plan on smuggling 3 people They plan on killing a priest, and the Badgers also plan on fucking up the Billhooks, just fighting the Billhooks in a really big fight. As well as the Red Sashes plan on moving a huge shipment of drugs and merchandise, which is basically Eruvian women. Eruvian women and men, just, concubines. A large amount of them, like across the city, and they plan on fighting the Corvs. And and the Crows. You know that the Crows plan on kidnapping young men and women to sell to the Red Sashes. They also plan on stealing a diamond, an incredibly precious diamond known as the Karushian diamond, while the museum is less defended, or rather there's not as much people on the streets. And Sparrow, you are aware of what the Jackknives are doing due to your connection to Tango Malley. He let you know that his brother, the leader of the Jackknives, is planning on attacking Warden checkpoints and stealing their gear. They are going to basically start a war with the Wardens, or they're going to hit them with guerrilla-like warfare and steal their shit, which is very similar to what you saw them doing to Bluecoats randomly on the street. These are what you guys know about what the gangs are up to during this night. You can always formulate your own thing, do whatever the hell you want. Siren made sure that she let you know, Grimulkin, if you wanted to help any of the gangs complete their objective, there would of course be a reward in it for you. They would appreciate that, not only favor you'd get, you'd help them, and also there'd be a lot of money. If you want to fuck them over and steal their shit, like go after what they're trying to go after, that's always an option too. And then that can also supply a lot of money. However, you would plan on making that work for you. Or you guys can just like go rob a bank or something, whatever the fuck you want to do. So these are what you know is happening during All Hallows Eve. And it's up to you guys, however you guys want to play with that. I think I got everybody. Yeah.
Did we have any downtime activities hanging? Or was that the week before?
I had
you did.
two, which all I want to do is just roll for stress, buy
That's
things
fine.
yeah.
You still have a good couple of days before this happens, so you have plenty of time to prepare, look up intel if you want to, but a lot of the intel I can give you because of Siren and because of your various contacts. You have solid contacts now, as well as your spies. So you can roll for Vice if you'd like. I know, Crystal, you wanted to make contact with somebody using a ritual involving the twins. The twins are going to help you with this.
Yes.
Okay.
I should actually let everybody know that I'm doing that before I go off and do that.
Oh, are we learning? Okay.
Oh, that cleared all my stress.
Are we gonna try to be a team player? They don't need to know. They don't need to know. Fuck them. No.
I will. Sparrow.
Yes.
In the spirit of having sort of learned my lesson, there are things happening back in Tycheros that I need to at least attempt to address.
How long will this take?
Well, that entirely depends on how long it takes him to get here. The Count I was supposed to marry is taking up power more so than I would care to let him. He's looking for me. I want to bring him here where he'll be less guarded.
How much do I know about the Count?
I would say, you know what? Just for fun, roll your study, I guess, or whatever you would think Sparrow would use to know this weird, obscure shit from a very obscure land, mind you. Tycheros is far out there. It's a weird place.
There it is.
People from there are often known as strangers. That's what they call Tycherosi. but so not
see
much
what
is known
happened
about them.
there.
If it was any other landmass, I'd
So,
say you.
I got a 1.
Okay. Who the fuck's that? I don't know.
I don't know who the Count is. If you need to go and address it, I'd recommend now is the time to do that.
No, like I said, I want to bring him here.
How do you plan on accomplishing that? Is this
The
the one that
Tycheros,
wants
the
you?
Tycherosi that we rescued can help me perform a ritual to send word back.
And what will he send in response?
Hopefully, either himself or some of his men will come calling.
I would not recommend that course of action at this time. Dragging more heat to us right now on a personal mission is going to have ripples. The heat had prepare to do this, but don't do it yet, please. Or,
Evan, would I know how long it would take to get from Tycheros? You're muted.
like a week at least.
So to get here from Tycheros via ship, weeks it would take him. That means
Okay.
if he's traveling by normal means, you don't know what's available to him. You don't know of anything that could accelerate that. But your parents were very powerful, and they knew very powerful people. You know that they knew really powerful people.
Yeah.
And the Count has no end of reach, of influence. But you would guess by ship, probably like a month to get here. So you would be good. It would buy you a lot of time to prep and prepare. I wouldn't throw him at you fucking next session. It would be
Okay.
It would be a while. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, but do this carefully. Do it quietly. Don't drop it in his lap. Drop it in the lap of someone who will take their time getting it to him.
Okay.
Is there any way you can use this using the information more to your advantage?
What do you mean?
The information about you is something that he would want. Is there someone you would want to hurt or help by giving them that information?
No.
Okay. Do what you need to.
Right.
But be very, very careful. We're a team right now. I'm not going to stop you, but I can't guarantee all of us will have your back.
Understood.
So do you want to do that now?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Would Scarlet like to go and roll her vice?
I
Did you
rolled
already
it.
do so? Oh, you
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I did.
That was all that you really wanted to crush on your.
That and I'm just gonna target practice training, sort of a thing.
Cool. Yeah, throw another point in training.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing.
Then, does anybody want to help Ebony, or does anyone want to sit in on this weird ass ritual that she's about to do?
No.
Okay. Then, Ebony, you go and you make a
Yeah.
space with the twins, Jericho and Jerica, the two Tycherosi twins that you saved. One, the woman with beautiful raven hair, and the other, her identical twin brother who has feathers for hair. They lay out the candles correctly. They put the herbs and what have you, and stones in the proper places. And you know that their energies and your energy combined can make a very compelling message. And as they prepare, and as you all kind of sit and and ready yourself for this. I assume you kind of get into your meditation stance, which is your normal means by which to do so. And as you do, this sound kind of slips away, and you feel this ache, this twisting, horrid pain in your back, in your arms. Not the muscles, the bones. There is something, it feels like your bones are twisting. And you know that means that he's near. And as you sit there, the two twins begin to kind of chant the ritual. And you hear the voice again.
These people, these twins, their blood is good. It is potent. If you kill them during this ritual, it will hurt him. And I will give you a gift. Straw. A gift that belonged to Chuck. Something that could help you see trouble coming. Just say yes.
And you see the twins kind of chanting, and you feel it. You feel his presence. He is right there. You just need to say yes to him, or finish the ritual and send the message that you're gonna send, or say yes, and this will hurt the count, as well as give you some sort of boon, some sort of gift. Do not let them dictate what you do. This is purely what your character would do in this moment. He offers power. There is no other creature on this world that can give you the power that these things can give you. But they're super fucking evil also. But, you know, sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. It's up to you.
Just one word.
Clock's ticking. What's the answer?
Yet. Not yet. Soon enough, but not yet.
Disappointing.
And you feel the presence leave, and your bones feel fine. You finish the ritual. The candles burn brilliantly and violently, and they melt quickly. You can send a message. What do you tell the Count?
I'm in Duskfall. Come to me. Come alone. We need to talk.
Okay. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After they finish, the twins, they look like that took a lot out of them. To reach that far, to send a message that far was difficult for them. But they kind of like, and the brother is sort of like, fuck, like he looks like, what did we just do? This was fucking stupid. And you can hear him say, fucking suicide mission. Fucking suicide. Jerica, however, turns to him. He's like, well, that's it then. And she wipes the sweat from her brow. It's done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, just, give us a holler. Yeah, please do. Give us a fucking holler. In case you want to start any wars with fucking warlords. And she's like, stop it. And she throws a little rock at him.
Jericho,
Yeah.
I will be fine.
Oh, no, you're not what I'm worried about. No. I'm worried about him figuring out the two fucking dimwits that help you send that message. He's gonna blame
You
us.
two are hidden. He doesn't know anything about you, and nor will he.
Well, you know what? I hope you're right. Because if you're not, we are gonna end up on fucking spikes because of you. And Jericho's like, no, I can't. And she starts yelling at her brother. And
I
starts
won't let
pushing him.
that happen.
Okay. That's it. Message sent. Victor, Sparrow, Grimalkin. Sparrow, I know you wanted to talk to Grimalkin.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say as Crystal or as Ebony leaves, as Ebony leaves to go and send her message. What do you speak to Grimalkin?
There was one other thing I wanted to do in the previous week,
Sure.
and that was continue looking into the diary.
Oh yeah. Okay. What did you?
Wait, where's our heat? Is our heat bad or no?
I don't think it was.
I don't
Do you guys
think
have it
so.
on your crew? Where does it say on your crew sheet?
I don't think it is.
No, we didn't.
Because we didn't get heat for the last.
Yeah, we didn't get a heat for that job because Nishka took the
You
took the
didn't-
heat for us.
You didn't take the rep or the heat.
Oh yeah,
Because
right.
Yeah.
you chose not to take the rep, so you didn't get rep for it, and you didn't get heat because
Yeah.
that also would have been a good amount of heat because that was a,
And we didn't get
Yeah.
heat for John Irons, so.
Yeah.
you didn't get heat for John Irons because you let
Yep.
the Red Sashes take the fall for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, so I don't need to do that. Yes, I'm going to look into the diary,
Okay.
and I would do that by
You've already scoped out the house.
yes.
You've already found a way to infiltrate and a way to exit, and you already know the kind of the movements. So that would probably just be proud.
Yeah, can I just go for it?
You
Obtain the diary is
You
my
know what?
current.
You know what? Yeah, because given the direction that you guys are heading, I did plan on making that a job, but like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's say you can get it done. Jaren doesn't. It wasn't for a lot of money. It was for like a couple of guns, so it's whatever. We can just say it's like it's a side thing. So roll a prowl. Because of all of the shit that you did on investigating and finding out, you get an extra die.
Okay.
I will give you. And does anybody help you with it?
No.
Okay.
I don't let them.
Okay.
See, what was my roll? I got a 6
Oh
in
my
there.
god, that was close though. You almost fucked that up.
I got a 4 in there too.
Yeah.
That extra die got me a 6. So yeah, I'm good.
You did indeed get the diary. You were able to sneak into the nobleman's house, clean and easy. How'd you do it?
I waited until everyone was there, but something important was happening, like a birthday during a kid's birthday party.
That's good. So a lot of the home's defenses were down. Any runes that were placed in the windows were not there, and most of the locks were unlocked.
Well, I came in through the I just walked in as someone's nanny
Okay, cool.
and just made my way through the house, evading at one point, like grabbing a servant into a cupboard. Like a security guy walks by, and then me and the security guy, and then I walk out of the cupboard, and the guy has like lipstick on him or something.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then she makes her way through the house. Jimmy's a lock, dives under a bed,
Okay.
grabs the diary, and thinks about going out the window, sighs, and then just walks back downstairs.
Okay, because everyone is none the wiser except for a security guard who's like, hey, what was your name? As you fucking skadoodle. Well done. So Grimalkin, that was the diary for Jaren. It was a job that you took a while back.
Yeah.
And so Sparrow just nipped it.
Nice.
So you have the diary, no problem.
All right. So now I want to go talk to.
Because you have the diary now? Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I will find where Grimalkin has gone.
Front steps, smoking, I guess.
I will bring out a bottle of decent whiskey. Sit down next to him, drink what's left of it, and hand him the empty bottle and say, "Throw this." Does it make a satisfying sound? Oh, there it is. Yes.
Yes.
You know the story of the guy named Gordon and his knot? Gordon and his knot? Where it's a whole tangle of knots and someone comes along and just cuts it into one giant, like it's a real long string and a huge knot, no one can fix it, and then some guy comes along with a knife and cuts the knot, and everyone's like, oh, he's so smart. Except, well, that's the whole thing. So he comes, everyone's like, oh, the guy who cut this knot is so smart. And then Gord's like, yeah, but now I just have a bunch of 3-inch pieces of rope and I needed like a foot.
You ruined the rope.
Yeah.
Please tell me how that applies to this situation.
That's what we're dealing with.
In what world did that require the death of John Iron?
He was the knot.
Why?
None of us asked for this. She made a choice.
Nothing you have said currently connects or makes sense.
Okay. Ebony killed John Irons.
Yes.
And we can't bring him back to life.
No.
We can take the ashes of the bits of string of this problem, do what we can with them, and keep moving. It's bad. It's not where we thought we were.
It's worse than bad.
It's worse than that.
Ebony killed someone because she had feelings for them. That's not bad. That is homicidal. That is insane. That is a problem that we have to deal with.
I don't know how to deal with those kind of things. When you come across murderers, you work with them or you get out of their way.
Her killing John
Survive them.
Irons didn't only cost her an eye, it cost us an ally. It cost us safe houses. It cost us more than it ever could have gained the protection of her fucking heart, or whatever her deal was. And that is deeply problematic to me.
Badger was maneuvering John Irons out of the game.
That's great. We
No.
had discussed this before. We knew that he was moving out of the game and thought it would be an excellent use for us.
Yes, but I'm letting you know, we haven't talked to Snow.
So
I don't know that we want to. Before we were going to talk to Snow, we were going to talk to the other leaders about removing the billhooks.
Yes, and I think we could probably do that tonight if we wanted to try. But we had a plan. I am not mad that John Irons is dead. I am mad. I am, first of all, deeply concerned that we have a homicidal maniac who, when they develop feeling for someone, decides they need to kill them. That is the first thing I'm concerned about. The second thing I am concerned about is the fact that perhaps, before we go off killing people, which we all swore we would not do without talking to each other again, we should fucking talk to each other. Especially when they're a major part of what our future plans were supposed to be. It is a complete violation of trust, on top of everything else. And I don't know what to do with that. If I can't trust the people in my crew, why am I in a crew with them?
Keep an eye on it. It's what I do. You know how to deal with something like this? Good, because I've been lost.
Walk away. The minute I heard John Irons was dead, I thought about walking away. I have enough of my own personal contacts to continue working on my own, without the entanglements of a homicidal maniac who seems to want to kill people when they have feelings for them, without talking to the rest of the crew. That is an existential danger to our business. Because who is next? It is unpredictable. It is an unnecessary variable.
Everything's an unnecessary variable.
We have come out on top of more things than we have not because we have worked together and we have planned for it. And no one has gone off half-cocked during the plan. Hell, it was
Since we attacked
Yes.
the Billhooks the first time.
Since we attacked the Billhooks the first time, and we all decided on a course of action. We have done well as a group,
Yes.
but that only goes so far.
When we went after the Billhooks,
Yes.
I doubted your abilities. But I saw some potential. And I didn't walk then. And I'm not ready to walk yet.
I didn't murder someone without talking to the group about it first. And I didn't do it for personal reasons.
That part is true, yes.
You don't get to endanger the other people in this crew because you have feelings. You don't think there's going to be people mad that John Irons is dead? That there are going to be splinters of his former crew looking for who did the thing? Who were promised a brighter future going straight, and now have lost that?
I believe the Badgers have been picking those kind of people up. The Ironbiters have started recruiting as well. Or the Billhooks have started recruiting Ironbiters when they can.
And so what does that leave us in between two incredibly testy gangs who are far larger than our own?
Yes, we had a plan out. Now we don't.
And thus you see my problem.
Yeah. I do.
I don't have a way out of this. It doesn't require either us going dark for a good amount of time, or getting incredibly violent incredibly quickly.
What if, when the Ironbiters, when the Billhooks show up to fight the Ironbiters, they instead find the Red Sashes?
What if when the Billhooks show up to fight the Billhooks are showing up to fight the Red Sashes, I thought.
They're not.
Billhooks are fighting the Badgers.
Oh.
What if they do?
Red Sashes are fighting the Corps.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What if when the Billhooks show up to fight the Red Sashes? Did I say that? No.
No. See, the Red Sashes are going to fight the
Who's on
Corps or
first?
Crows?
Corps. Yeah, basically. The Red Sashes versus Corps.
Yeah.
Billhooks versus Badgers. BB. Other one.
I saw...
Mix and match.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
What if when the Billhooks show up to fight the Badgers, somebody's at the Badgers' headquarters with a giant fucking barrel
You mean the
of
Billhooks?
gunpowders? It's the Billhooks and the Badgers, yes?
No, the Billhooks and the Ironbiters are fighting. The Badgers...
The Ironbiters aren't fighting anyone. There are no
The
more
Ironbiters are not fighting anyone.
They're
The
defending,
Ironbiters
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and then the
they're
Badgers are going to move in on the Billhooks.
Which is
Yes.
why I'm saying, when the Billhooks and the Badgers start fighting, what if someone shows up at the Billhooks headquarters with a giant fucking barrel full of gunpowder. Strap Ebony to it and then light it on fire.
I don't
2
see any
birds.
benefit in strapping her to it.
1 stone.
That we can't use her better
I
elsewhere.
know.
Oh, you
I
were
haven't
joking.
figured-
Okay.
I haven't figured out what to do with her yet, although I have not figured out what. She's deeply problematic.
Grimulkin, the pragmatist.
Yes.
Pragmatic.
Yes.
Pragmatic.
I'm not going to let you throw her away. I have
She has
already
come within
moved
2 steps of throwing this crew away.
to save her life at least once.
And she saved our lives at least once, and I saved her lives at least once, and Victor
I
saved
meant
my
in a
life at
very
least once.
specific manner.
What makes it more or less specific than any other
Because
occasion?
I owe it to Auntie. It's a debt I care about.
Fuck.
Now, I don't think anyone's coming at us for John Irons.
I want to come at us for John Irons.
I know. But we need to focus on what we can do now and plot for later. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying that when you have a cannon ball, metaphors, that barrel of gunpowder that you want to explode, let's at least put in at our enemies. We don't know what to do yet. We'll breathe, we'll think, and we'll plot.
One false move, one more ill-conceived murder, one more body on her trail without the agreement of everyone in this group. Either she dies or I walk.
I understand. By the way, I have a book for you to read, and I hand him the woman's diary.
Oh, fascinating. Good pick.
It's that thing your friend wanted.
Oh, yes, thank you.
But what are we doing this week?
To aid you in what you were thinking, from the line, things that you would know about the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a big fight, like a big official brawl, like a big dust up, the bosses usually show up.
Oh, and Grun, absolutely.
Grun will be on the field. You know what I mean? Will Snow, he's trickier. He's a little shiftier. Will Grun, 1 bajillion%. But if you guys kind of decide on a game plan, I can help you a little bit more. But yeah, you know that Grun would be on the field fighting the Badgers with his big fucking axe, and he's really good at it. Murder. But so are the Badgers.
So my thought is this.
Mm-hmm.
The Billhooks and the Badgers are going to be fighting, probably this evening. We have the opportunity, after the fight is done, to pick off the wounded Billhooks. While they're fighting, we have the opportunity to blow up their base, or alternatively, while no one is there, plant a little party favor. And then once they all return from the fight, victorious or otherwise, they will be tired and wounded. And kaboomy. And those who walk out, we can take out.
Do you want to tell Snow first? Leader of the Badgers.
I know who it is.
I know, I just wanted to say it so that everyone got it on.
What do you think?
He's especially displeased with Ebony.
I wonder why.
Yes. And this would go a way to get him on our side. The only thing is, are we making him too powerful? Taking
Look.
out the 2 gangs?
We need stability. If he can take up that vacuum, we're never going to be a large landholding gang. It's not our way. But if we can put somebody in who owes us a big, big favor, then we operate with plenty of shoulder room.
You know, for about 20 minutes, I thought of taking over the Iron Riders.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. It's a bad idea.
It is.
I would be terrible at it.
I would also be terrible at it. It is not what we do.
So let's do what we do. I like your thinking.
So we'll do.
Let's bring it to the rest of the group.
All right.
Okay. As you guys turn and walk back into the school, there is a shot sort of across from the entrance of the school where there's sort of the backs of two other buildings. And there are people hammering wooden planks outside of their windows. It is not going to be tonight that's All Hallows Eve. It's in about 3 days. You have basically whatever you want to get done in 3 days. I'll just let you do to prepare, and you guys can be really prepped for this. But you see people are sort of desperately making defenses on their homes, like preparing for a war zone, essentially. Even in this kind of relatively safer area of Char Hollow, they are still preparing.
Okay, so we reassemble.
Mhm.
They say, this is our current thought. No one in this room wants Grun to continue breathing.
Why? He's such a nice guy.
Should he survive the fight with the Badgers, he'll probably go celebrate his victory. We can make, or celebrate his survival. We can make that short-lived. That's what we do. We get in there, we set the trap, and then we let him sit down in it. Does anyone have something better?
So you need a big bomb. Yes.
If we didn't have you, I'd say we need a lot of poison, but the man's on so many drugs he wouldn't notice.
You do know, Victor, for your reference, and as well as Ebony, definitely for your reference, during All Hallows Eve, spirits are much stronger and much more potent than they usually are. So are like witches and stuff, as well as whispers. Hardcore witches like Auntie are like dope as fuck, and whispers are really powerful. But ghosts become much more ravenous and much more dangerous. And even the strong ones become very strong, and the average ones become much more dangerous than they usually are.
The bomb. Or we could do what I said the first time we thought about killing him. Did you build a spirit box?
And in fact, it was perfect, I believe.
Yep.
It was like a triple critical. Oh, it was a 666 critical, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a triple six critical on your ghost bomb. Oh yeah, Grimulkin, there's a ghost bomb.
We basically built the thing from Ghostbusters.
Grimulkin. You just see like Victor just takes. Oh, you mean that other thing? And it just casually just pushes some papers aside. You just see like this glass box.
Bizarre fucking thing.
And it just pops over. Oh, well, in that case, I don't need to make word about the boom. Good.
We could blow him up, or we could have him literally torn to shreds by something he's not very good at fighting.
I like the blowing up because it's more certain. Nothing like a good explosion to ensure someone's dead.
Well, there's nothing like a good scarlet to ensure the explosion takes. And if the explosion doesn't do it, that's why we have a scarlet.
Sure.
Casually just...
Thinking back to striking John Irons with 3 lightning bolts before having to put him in the head.
So then, what does the box do?
Oh,
Hold a bunch of-
hold a lot of ghosts and release a lot of ghosts and just don't be next to box when open for ghosts. it's not pretty.
Right now, the ghosts are relatively calm. If we unleash that on Harrow's Eve or even on the Harrow, if he's fortified himself into where he's going to be on the Harrow and it pops then, no one in that building will live.
So the intent is to do it after they come back from their fight. And the reason why we have that intent is because it's when they'll be at their weakest.
They don't have good protection against ghosts.
Okay.
And I can make sure they really don't have good protection.
So let's use that as our primary offense. Scarlet is back up to that, and we'll use the giant fucking explosive as our triple. As our just in case.
Actually, if we can find out where he would run to, if we could find his safe house, yeah.
Well, that was what I was assuming we were going to attempt to do.
Well, I meant his bolt hole.
Yes.
His safe room, essentially.
Yeah,
I imagine
Like his safety bolt. Yeah.
Oh,
the
and
course of events will be unleash the ghosts. He runs to wherever he thinks is safest. Scarlet attempts to whack him on the way, and if he does not, then we have a very special surprise for him at wherever that second location is.
Never follow a hippie to a secondary location.
Never follow a hippie to a secondary location. That is literally the most important advice you can give someone. That is 100% correct.
It's very true. If we need to find out about, the bolt hole, here, just give a bill hook this, and puts out the hypnotic serum from the last time.
Or we could give them drugs.
That too.
They're bill hooks.
But I guess.
Or if that doesn't work, yeah, hypnotic serum. I'm just saying
We have options.
we have options.
Oh, I don't know what it feels like to have options.
All right. So, should we talk to Snow first?
Yes.
Because if we do any more of this without consulting, I fear they're going to team up against us. I can talk to Billy, but that means we then have to go get him gunpowder.
Didn't we have a giant barrel of it right there? Isn't that what you were talking
Oh, we have one. He wants 6 more bigger
Oh,
barrels.
He wants a lot.
I don't
He's been
ever,
asking for.
I don't ever want to give him those barrels. Do you?
Neither do I.
No,
But-
none of us do.
Then let's not be a part of that.
We'll do what we can. So yes. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go talk to Snow.
We should also maybe drop word to Mishka. Does Mishka have anything to gain from selling us out? Mishka doesn't really deal with.
Mishka gave Victor the information about the cords and the red
Mhm.
sashes and everything.
Yeah,
So
but if you
sort of an ally-ish. I wouldn't say ally, but she was like, a turn for a turn. You know what I mean? Like, you help me, I help.
Someone we can at least talk to without her immediately dishing that information to the highest bidder.
There's also the mimes.
If we want to ensure this information doesn't get out, we ask only the mimes. But we don't want to, I don't think we want to pay for the service. So yes, let's talk to Snow.
Okay. Do you all go to talk to Snow? No? Ebony does not.
Victor's,
I'll
Does
offer to-
not get along with Snow very well
I'll
already.
offer to go as muscle.
Just in case. Okay.
Victor's gonna not go. He wants to go, but he's not going to because he's busy building all the protective ward gear that's going to
Yeah.
be needed for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ebony, would you help him with that? Because
I
you
would
are-
absolutely do
Yeah,
that.
I would say you would kind of need that help because this is specific. Okay. There's stuff you can do to ward against ghosts, horrors, a little trickier. And demons, don't worry about it. That's like end world shit. You know, if you see one of those, just fucking run. But horrors are really bad, so you can work on that too. But spirits are the big thing. So go ahead. So you guys can roll a tinker check. You're definitely going to get assistance.
Okay.
And you've got
Nice.
your assistant.
Yes, I got
Any
my
of your
little
assistants,
assistant.
you already get a +1 regularly. You're going to get
Yeah.
another +1 because of Ebony's assistance on that. So you go ahead and do that. And what do you make it?
I am what I'm gonna
Double sixes.
I
Yeah.
was double sixes. All right.
It's going to be awesome.
So this is what's gonna happen. So
Or do you want to save it for when it happens?
yeah, we'll
and
save
just
it
keep
for
it in
the
your
for
pocket?
hair. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
save it for the when we start. I got
Just so you know.
I have a vision.
Just so you know, it's really good what it is. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Granted, spirits are nasty during this, but what you made is fucking dope. So,
We're catching them before they get nasty.
Mm,
oh, right, for the thing, yeah.
Oh, but that's something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's something
So
else entirely.
then it's Grimulkin, Sparrow, and Scarlet. You guys, you reach out that you want to talk to Snow. So you're able to do so. And he basically says to meet him again at a completely different location this time. He is like at basically just an alleyway. No, I'm sorry. No, he is at a random house in Crowsfoot. Whereas before you've met him at a bar, a butcher shop, and a bookstore. Now you're meeting him at a house. Fuck, I should have made it a bodega because they all begin with B. That's fine. So you go meet him at a house. As you approach the house, you can see that there's a couple of badgers standing outside, and you hear what sounds like violence coming from inside the house. The two badgers outside are like, "Go ahead, Pulse is in there," and they're dressed in like button-up shirts and suspenders and stuff. They usually are dressed pretty nice. So,
Yeah, go in.
okay, you all enter the house, no problem. The door looks like it was kicked in. You can see that there is the place is fucking disheveled. There is a dead man, or he looks pretty dead, against one of the walls. It looks like he was just beaten badly. There's the house looks like it was torn apart, and they have one. The noises of violence are kind of coming from the kitchen. As there's other badgers in the room, and they're just kind of like, "Oh, hi," you know what I mean? Like saying hi as you go by. One of them seems to be dragging a body down from the stairs, like from up the stairs. And he's like, "We're gonna have to stop melting these quick. You know that the horrors come." "Oh, hello." You know what I mean? Like drag just badgers. And as you make your way through, you reach the kitchen where you can see Snow has his back to you. Millie is standing facing you with her one arm, but she's standing there facing you, and you see that she's got like this big meaty pipe out with blood on it. And Snow is just stomping someone's face on the tile floor of the kitchen. And you just say, "Fucking God, sucker, you son of a fucking bitch, motherfucker." And she goes, "Sir." And he's like, "Mm." "Can I help you?
First of all,
What is it
hello.
affect?"
Hello, Millie. You're looking lovely as always.
She just stares at you. She flips you the bird because she hates you.
I know.
And Snow, "All right, behave yourself, Millie, behave yourself. We may be in the company of friends. We are in the company of friends, aren't we?"
I believe you are in the company of friends.
"Well, that's good.
So,
That's good. I was a little thrown off."
because of Ebony.
"Yeah.
Yeah, she's a real problem, I think.
Yeah.
But we come.
Is that who did that, then?
Yes,
That's good to know."
yes. But we do have a bit of a peace offering for you.
Right. Okay, I'm listening.
As you know, we are pretty good with understanding what's happening when, where, and why.
Absolutely.
You are going to have some fun with the bill hooks, I understand.
I am indeed.
We have a way to help you solve that problem, I hope, permanently.
Sparrow's gonna get up and go over to the cupboards and look for like a box of tea and some teacups and just start making tea.
Second to the left. All right. So, you're telling me you've got a way to polish your groom for good?
Perhaps.
Do you
yes.
want to say you want to help me with this scrap?
Yeah,
No.
well, not in the scrap itself. As we are not that sort of gang, of course. But
Right.
Well-
Oh, shit. Right.
Yeah.
Millie, if I get these fine people to help, I think you can handle the scrap and I can handle our other business. You see, yeah, this could be good. This could be very good.
well, you haven't heard what our plan is yet.
Oh, I haven't heard what your plan is yet. The Phantoms, the one that fucking killed Tupac Chuck, the ones that beat everybody on the message. You could say I fucking trust it, but you're right. Let me hear this plan.
Well, you've said all the reasons that you should believe us and trust us, it sounds like to me. So, first, we know where their basic headquarters is. Everybody does.
All right.
After your scrap, they will likely retreat there and will lick their wounds. We have the ability to make that place unwelcome for human habitation. This will flush Mr. Groom out to his more private hidey hole where we have an even more explosive present for him.
You know where his little safe house is.
We will by the time that scrap ends.
And he goes over to there's a small mat in front of the sink, and he wipes his boot off on the mat that's blood and bits of man's head. And
how are you going to flush him out? He's a fight of a fighter, and he's got a lot of boys. All of them all hopped up on his shit, strong as oxes.
I'll put down the tea in front of myself, everybody, in fact. I won't, and I'll sip mine first.
Not a lot of people are very good. Not a lot of people of his ilk are very good with the sort of surprise that we will have in store for him, as it is of a ghostly nature. On All Hallows Eve, you see.
You are fucking crazy, you are. You're going to be fucking with ghosts on purpose
Yes,
on All Hallows Eve.
that is correct.
Oh, I fucking love that. That is fucking brilliant. I told you we need to colour ourselves a whisper. Look at these fuckers. Trapping ghosts and what have you.
Of course, for doing you this favor, couple of things.
Of course.
If there's any coin in it for us, of course we would be appreciative. But longer term, we are looking for stability. Someone to take up the vacuum and allow us to operate unimpeded.
Someone smart enough to talk John Irons out of the game single-handedly.
Perhaps.
Who could that be? I feel my ears with
I believe we make excellent partners. We have no interest in the sort of territory you want to keep, and we have a certain amount of skill that your gang does not.
Understand something first. I like what you're saying. I do. I really like the sound. And I love getting myself more territory, more power. You know who these men are?
And you look down, the men that he is crushing the faces of, it appears to be Ironbiters. They were Ironbiters. They're not very dead.
These boys used to be John's boys. Used to have jobs, yeah? Now they
Yeah.
don't. Don't worry. Used to have jobs, now they don't. Now they work for Whalen. Whalen's a fuck. A little shit. Scum. Like Tupac. So these boys once worked in the factories. Now starting to sell drugs. We all sell drugs. Problem is, These boys is selling drugs right outside the school. You know what their thinking is? Their thinking is book 'em when they're young, and you got 'em forever. And that's clever. It is clever. And I do like their fucking initiative. I love your fucking initiative, boy.
And he says it to the very caved-in head man. He goes,
But my problem is I don't like it when kids is getting high because then they're dying. And then when I'm walking down the streets of Crowsfoot, I'm just watching fucking dying kids. And it fucks with my mentality. It ruins my fucking day. So, in order for you to understand who it is that you're about to get in business with, I do not see Crowsfoot or even all of Duskwood as satisfying to my taste. I see change coming. It's coming fast. And I plan on being the spearhead of that change. And it starts with little stuff like this. Is that something that you could agree with in the future?
If you're asking if I think one should be selling drugs to children, I do not, and it also saddens me the ripples of John Iron's death have led to this and more unfortunate consequence. Anything to ameliorate those consequences, I would be for, indeed.
Good. Good. I think we've got ourselves a deal. You
Indeed.
take care of this. You're able to polish off through after Millie's had her way with them. After they run off. Hopefully.
and Millie's like,
He goes back. We make sure he goes back. And you make sure he dies. Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that. Indeed.
Love. On top of which we work together.
Absolutely.
We do what we do in a more stable situation, and you help provide us with overhead protection.
Gotta say, Mr. Grimalkin, when I put your little team together, I didn't expect you to be so efficient.
You're a good choice of people, for the most part.
Yeah, funny little happenstance that. Look at you. Put the team together and you're changing things. Weird.
You're
Well then.
changing things. We're just here to help.
No, of course, of course. I'll take the credit if it's there. Well then, I think we've got ourselves a deal.
Done.
You find out where that safe house is, you're good to go.
Done.
But
I'm gonna need some drugs.
there's some right over there. And the camera pans to a table where the drug dealers, you're at a drug den, and there's a table full of drugs.
The whole table.
take what you want. I don't really sell that shit.
I wasn't gonna take it without your okay.
I don't want to. I was going to destroy it, send a message.
I just
All right.
grab a big bag.
All right. Come on, boys, let's get these fuckers in. I said, let's go.
And they're like, oh, and they start dragging the guy away. And he kicks him one more time as they drag him back. So, you guys have gotten the okay from Snow. You need only to kind of find out where that is, but that's in, intelligence or investigation. And you're good to go. So the next step is we do this thing. Would we like to take a break at this
Yeah.
point? Okay. Well, then let's take a quick 5-10 minute break, and we'll be right back with the rest of this episode of Blades and Dawn.
Woohoo! We'll see you all in a moment. Thank you so
See you
much for hanging out with
See
us.
ya.
Bye!
Bye.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a $1 or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yes.
Nice.
Welcome back to Blades in the Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, you have decided to kill Frank Groon in a very clever way. You've decided to catch a bunch of ghosts in a ghost bomb and put a ghost bomb in his house. And when he returns from his big old tiff with the Badgers, he will come into his base and deal with ghosts on All Hallows Eve, which is the worst time to have your house full of ghosts. Like literally the fucking worst time to ever have that happen, especially after you've been in a tough fight. So, well done, fucking solid, solid plan. So you need only to find out where his safe house is, a place that he likes to run to, which I didn't plan on putting in there, but you guys kind of unanimously decided that he would have a safe house, and I love the idea. So hell yeah, let's do it.
That makes sense for a.
Absolutely. Kevin
So
gave
you-
us extra homework, is what happened.
So you guys have about 3 days to get all your shit in order. Everybody is preparing for the harrowing. Now, here's what you need to know about it. Not only will you have to find out his safe house, and anything else that you want to look into and ask me questions about, but the harrowing, in order to go out at night during, it's always night. In order to go out during All Hallows Eve, you must wear a mask or some sort of veil that disguises you in a way that makes you look like a spirit or a monster or a beast. It is not only tradition, but it's based on the fact that maybe they won't attack you. It's unclear. Scientists have never been able to prove if that actually works, but everyone kind of considers, like, why the fuck wouldn't I? It's easy, and I would like to not get my throat ripped out by horrors and ghosts. Thank you, please. So you need only to, figure out the intel and then figure out what your costume's going to be. And I know some of you have already dressed up, and I love it. So what are you guys doing? How are you getting prepared for this? You got like 3 days to do it. What are you doing?
I'm taking it on myself to actually find the hideout. And I'm just going to do good old-fashioned Grimalkin information gathering.
Grimalkin, Groon's goons are hanging around our bar.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
So
are.
that's a good place to do it.
That's a great place to start, indeed.
Have this
Okay.
pile of
Would you
drugs.
pile of drugs. Also, here's a truth serum.
I would have to be somebody who I feel like knows who they are, where it is before I used it. And so I'd need to get to that person first.
Well,
Because I
Groon's
can't
goons are his
imagine...
personal.
The goons, Groon's
Yeah.
goons aren't just his regular pawns. Groon's
okay.
goons are his three main beefy boys that hang out
okay.
around him all the time and protect him.
Well, then, yeah,
one
that's
of them,
where we're going.
One of them has been posted basically forever at your bar and just hangs out there.
Yep.
Yep.
For the most part, and a lot of them just frequent it in general.
Okay.
I think was his name Darren. Hold on, I gotta find it.
I can no longer read my notes without my glasses.
His name was Drew. The one that you.
Yeah,
the
Drew.
one that-
True.
he was the one who was sent to like watch you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm real smart." They are not very bright people. Grimalkin, you vastly outmatched them in that capacity.
Yes.
But they could probably bane you if they wanted to. They
Yes.
could bench press a human being, but
Oh, yeah.
not very clever people. But you're on their good side, so.
Yeah, I'm just going to go in there and start doing my thing. And at the point when I feel like we're super chummy, I'll slip him the truth serum. And
Okay,
then-
so
yeah.
let's go ahead and roll for it to see how you're doing your thing. See if anything goes terribly wrong. I don't think
Okay.
anything would. And
Yeah,
and then you can
plus
kind of
one.
tell me how you.
Position.
I would say risky,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say great, because these are people who do out of game. They do know where it is, and they're super stupid. So. Oh shit.
And slipping the truth serum, they're gonna have to talk, basically.
I don't know how girls wear makeup. I put this shit on once, and it's like in my fucking eyelashes. I don't know how you guys do this
They're
shit.
just used to it.
This is my second look today,
Sure.
so
It's called suffering.
Okay. So
Yeah.
5. So tell me kind of how you're going about this, and I'll kind of tell you what what may go wrong and or right in this situation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I heard about the big fight you all were gonna have. It's gonna be awesome. Right. What if something happens on the... Ooh, speaking of something happening, thank you,
Hey,
Midgardia,
thanks.
for the raid.
Oh, great.
Thanks for the raid. Hello.
Welcome to
very
Blades in
sexy.
the Dark.
Yes.
We are making plans to kill someone. With ghosts.
With ghostesses. With the
With
most...
ghosts.
But that's every week.
That's
Yes.
true. They are the thing.
True.
So you're talking to him. How you schmoozing him? Like, what? How you getting...
Drinking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as you're drinking him, maybe you're trying to loosen him up a little bit,
Yeah.
get him to slip the tongue. Here's what you didn't account for. This motherfucker can hold it.
Oh,
He is-
shit.
He can drink you under the table 6 times. The guy's massive, but
Sure.
he's also just like boom, 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 and he's like, and he doesn't seem to be phased. It's incredible. The billhooks have incredible constitution, basically.
Apparently.
Very good constitution.
Yeah.
And so so there he is, just chugging away, and that's kind of where you're like, fuck, like, you know. And he doesn't seem like he's not super talkative with you, and responsive to your usual charms, because he's a very simplistic man.
Yes.
How do you maneuver this? I plan to loosen him with alcohol. Hasn't really worked.
Yeah, so
But
I'm
he's
just gonna try...
friendly. He's definitely friendly with you. Like, he likes you now.
So can I get crazy for a second?
Okay.
I have a concealed palm pistol, which I like to think is on a little spring-loaded thing.
Yeah.
It's like Moriarty from Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Travis Bickle from Taxi
Yeah.
Driver. With
Can
the-
I go around the counter, pour him another drink, and with my spring-loaded truth serum,
Okay.
and just slip it into the drink and hand it over to him for the next one? I'm like, whoa, you can really put those away. That's very impressive.
So while you're pouring it, while you take the bottle and pour it like this, and you,
Yep.
and it just,
Yep.
I'm gonna say, Victor, you know, we can a free flashback of Victor going like, now just make sure you like he's working you through it, like, okay, as you guys are like, and then it's just the wall passes as you just slide the drink over to him, and he and he drinks it. Now, Victor told you to only give him like this much.
Yeah.
But he's huge, so I'm gonna say you probably just douse it with
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
And so he drinks it, and he's like, oh, yeah, my so. And then in about 5 minutes, which is much longer than it took with those large men, he's like, Gromoken.
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
1 second.
Uh-oh. He disappeared for a second.
He put up his finger for a moment first.
Oh, okay. Right in the middle of the scene.
Possibly
Things
cat
occur.
related.
So what's everybody else doing?
I was just considering going to the guy and be like, hey, he wants these drugs in his bolt hole.
His bolt hole.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, so he goes, Gromoken, does everything taste purple for a second?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
new... Yeah, isn't it good?
That's really good.
Right?
I didn't know I'd like purple.
Right. So where do you live?
Oh, I live in Crowsfoot. I live not too far from the slaughterhouse.
Nice. And what do you think of your boss?
He's a good man. You know, he like took care of me and my buddies. He took care of us and gave us this job. He's a good man. He's an angry man. You got to watch out. And when he gets, you know, a thirsty nose, you got to really watch out. Then when he gets thirsty veins, oh, fuck it out of his way. He's a monster. But he's a good man.
All right. Well, tell me, where is his... When things go really bad, which I imagine isn't all that often.
No, we're really tough.
I know. Where does he go?
Wow.
What's his extra secret place?
Oh, we've got a safe. We've got a little safe house for him. It's like a little, you got to go underground and you go through some tunnels.
Yes.
And then it's like a little room
underground. Right? It's got stone walls.
Sure,
And
because
it's
it's
got-
underground.
It's got a metal door,
Because, yes.
and it's really tough and strong.
Right.
And there's only two ways in and out of the room. There's
Of course.
the metal door connected
Yes.
to the tunnel, and then there's a secret. And it's a secret you gotta climb up and out.
Where does that
So
take you
he-
to?
It takes you out to the street. I can tell you where, and he marks it on your map. And it's right there. And so you see, they think he's stuck in that room. But Grimm's smart, right? And he goes, "No, I'm fucking out of here." He climbs right up there, circles around, flanks the fuckers. He's a thinker.
He is a thinker.
Can I
That
wear
is-
your glasses?
No, I'm
He
sorry.
reaches for them.
As he
Big
reaches
meaty
out to me, I take some of the sleep powder and I just go,
Smeared my nose. I hate it.
Oh.
God damn it.
yeah. I have the same problem in Shadowrun.
So you
with
go,
all them- yeah.
yeah. And he goes,
Good night.
and he slams his face onto the table. I was gonna wipe it off on here on this goddamn table. Piece of paper. So you have learned the location of his safe room, and you have learned of a secret entrance because you decided to talk to like the person who really knows, and you have a good relationship with him. So it's pretty easy.
So
Do you
it
know
is
where it
safe to
is?
assume he won't remember that, right?
Probably not. He's
Okay.
fucked right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Crash. In fact, that's the nature of the truth serum. Also, is that their memory is a little fuzzy as to what happened.
Right on.
Yeah. That's why the Corvs used it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my piece.
Anything else anybody wants to do? You know where the safe house is. Or do we
So,
want to? Yep.
so based on the information that Grimalkin comes back with regarding the secret entrances and everything, what's going to end up happening is between now and the actual event, Victor is probably going to go out and do some civil engineering work, as you might say, and is going to try and sabotage the safe house to make sure there's no escape whatsoever.
The tunnel. So it's basically like a manhole.
Yeah, it's a manhole.
cover, and it's in it's like in the street. It's like in the
Okay.
middle of the street. So
That's
the only issue is that you'd have to do it without people noticing. But if you're dressed like a, I'm a handyman.
I'm gonna dress up as a line, as a kind of like a lineman that
For the
has to go
county?
for the county. Yep. And
Okay.
what's gonna happen is I'm going to fuse the manhole cover.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you roll, but not for
It's not gonna be for Tinker.
not for Tinker, because you can do this no problem. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
do it without the billhooks noticing. Like, this is his fucking exit. This is his
Yeah.
house. Does anybody help him with this? Do any of you guys help him to steal this shit?
So we get a cart.
Okay.
We cut the
Cabbages?
bottom out of it.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I know where this is going. Yep,
Pretty
yep, I know
fucking-
exactly. Just
So-
push the cart.
So he's in the cart.
Yep.
And he just you're in the cart and you're on a bunch of straps. Just have you hanging.
It's Mission Impossible plus the fact that it's like you have like all this like these signs of like road construction and everything.
And
So you're
there's
just,
just
like, trying
me screaming at a goat, demanding that it move, giving it signs to move. The hand
goat-
sign is stay, but it's like, you.
You keep yelling at it. It goes, "Ah, ah," like the way that they make them go, "Ah," and it just starts shitting at you. And you're just yelling at it. And people
Oh,
are looking
yeah,
confused, but nobody gives a shit, and they keep going. That's actually pretty fucking clever. Okay, I'm gonna
hilarious.
say then now I'll say you can make a Tinker check and see how. I mean, you're welding it, right?
Yeah, I'm welding it shut.
I don't know. Like, you can roll if you want to. I'd say you probably just fucking do it because it's just welding.
Yeah, risky standard or
Sure. Yeah, risky standard.
All right, so I get one die from Sparrow helping
Yes,
me with this.
Sparrow assisting you.
I'm gonna push myself as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna get the 2 stress for that, and there's a 6.
There's that. Yeah.
Good thing you actually pushed this.
Yay.
Oh, shit. Okay, good.
Did I
So-
assist you? You said I assisted you,
Yeah.
right?
mhm.
Yeah, you
Just
got to
making
die
sure.
for assisting. So
Take the stress.
it's sealed. That shit's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Only one
So-
entrance available for this.
Well, one exit.
One exit. Let's
That's
rephrase
his
that.
exit. That's his
Yeah.
like secret exit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's like-
he will be trapped in that room. Essentially.
Yes. Yes. When the rest of the bombs start going off.
So, anything else, ladies? Do you do anything? No,
I don't.
just
Well-
ready for all.
Ghosts.
Just ready for all heroes. Oh yeah, you need.
I
Yeah,
think-
we need to collect some ghosts.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what we can do.
So Victor's gonna hand over the device. So be very careful. It hasn't been quite tested for more than 10, but it could fit a lot.
All right.
Now the only other thing, and he shows you like how to activate it so that it can start capturing the ghosts. And he says, but they need to be kind of close to be put in the box. So you might have to do your what's that word? Thing you do to get them to box.
How do you close the box?
Oh, you just push this lever, and also there is a cord that can you can take and be far away.
Like the pedal in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, pretty
Step on the
much.
pedal.
It is a giant. It is literally the Ghostbusters trap. Oh,
You're
and don't
coming
put your
with me.
well. Also, don't put your face next to it. There's a lot of lightning that comes out of it. You might lose a few hair or eyebrow.
Oh, that's good.
It's perfectly safe. Perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Do
You're
you all
coming
want to
with me.
go? Do you all want to go for this part? Capturing the ghosts?
I mean, I can help at least.
Okay.
I'm
so-
gonna go act as bait.
Okay, holy shit. Okay. Oh fuck.
Oh god.
And I'm taking the cat with me.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Sparrow's just like, nope.
So, where are you going to capture these ghosts?
Oh, we gotta go to the.
Oh.
We gotta go to a very close place by the ghost field, right?
We don't have to get them from the wild. We found a whole bunch in the city.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Places that you found
Yeah.
lots of ghosts? The ghost
The
door
tunnel.
the ghost
yeah.
door that led to
Oh,
the,
the
to
ghost tunnel.
hotel,
Yeah, the ghost
hotel,
tunnel.
or the ghost like apartment building or whatever. There's the forest that had a bunch of fucking ghosts in it. And then there's Dunslow probably has also a butt ton of ghosts.
Ooh, the forest could have some nasty bits too.
It's up to you.
Yeah, but
The forest
getting
was
too-
also like very dangerous.
Yeah,
I was
like
just gonna
super
say.
crowded.
I'll take the ghost tunnel where
Let's
I.
do the yeah. Let's do the ghost tunnel.
You mean the underground tunnel?
Yeah, the
Mhm.
one where I escaped from. What's
Him and Frank.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
me and Frank. I
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that
yeah, the
works.
tunnel, the
okay.
tunnel's under the city, no problem.
Mhm.
Okay.
So how are you going to attract these ghosts? Let's say you're in the tunnel, right? You're in there. You're setting up the ghost trap. There's a tunnel extending on either side of you. You guys walk in with the ghost trap by where the witch's house was, where the witch got destroyed, which is now just a burnt
Mhm.
out husk. And as you walk by, you see that yawning tunnel again, like the long one that you didn't go down. And all of you feel like you should really go down there. And then you kind of shake it off and like, ew, it was trying to touch it, like get you. And then there's the gate that you can go through. The gate is closed, like shut again. But you can just open it and go in. So yeah, so you get in that dark ass tunnel. How do you attract these ghosts?
Oh, that's a good question.
And you want a
Victor,
lot
is
of them,
that-
right?
Ghosty.
I was.
That's literally what Victor's doing.
Okay.
Ember, you think you could draw them to you?
You're not getting a whole lot of attention, Victor. Ember. So is that what you tell Ember to do? Go find ghosts and bring them here. So Ember and goes ephemeral and goes kind of through the wall and out the wall and through the wall and through the other wall. And then you see her way up ahead. go past the tunnel. Moment of silence, and then you start hearing the screaming, the ravenous, angry screaming. And Ebony, you can feel them approaching. There is about 4 of them. As you hear them just as this place didn't have a ton of momentum, if you remember. And it's not Harrow's Eve yet, as you are prepping. So they are coming through the wall, and you can get them in the box if you want. Because you're just standing there, they'll run into the box before they run into you, and they don't know it's there.
Scarlet would be, by the way, just loading her gun with electroplasmic ammunition just in case.
So you're waiting, and you, as the cat jumps over, you trigger the box, and it just like, what does it look like, Victor? I imagine it's like the fucking Ghostbusters thing, but does it have anything special?
So it's gonna have, so it has like actually like the upper portion of it is gonna be actually see-through glass, and what it is, it's been etched with arcane runes. And then on the sides there is these tubes full of like liquids and liquid metal passing through them, and it seems to be what it is, and those are both the energy sources and the containments to trap the ghosts inside.
I like it.
Nice.
So as it slams out, you see these like the beams just boom hitting them, and they start like, one of them jumps through it, and you see him like, and Scarlet, you like get ready to fire on him, and it just and gets sucked back. You see like the glint of the eyes as they get pulled back, and it's dragging at the ground, and just as it's getting sucked into the box. And that one gets sucked in, a few other ones, and the fourth one, as it gets sucked in, it's stopping, and it just goes, I just want to feel, and just into it. It's just like, oh God. Great. And you remember why these things suck.
Think 4 is enough?
Maybe a few more.
Do you just hang out in the tunnel and do it again?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll say you guys just fucking chill in that tunnel and just try to get ghosts to come near you. And sure, I'm gonna say by the end of the day, you have let's say 10. Let's say you got 10 more, so you get about 14 ghosts in there.
Okay.
And it's pretty close to capacity. You think, Victor? You're like, that's enough.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That thing is super good at getting ghosts away from you because it just sucks them into a vortex. So they are all in there. The thing is red hot and ready to roll.
Sweet.
So then, are we ready to do this thing, or is there anything else you guys want to do?
Go infiltrate a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do that on the night.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the slaughterhouse is full of bill hooks.
That's what I meant. It was, never mind.
So, then we are going to do the job.
The leverage call to action. Yeah.
So in order to prepare for this, what's everybody's outfits for All Hallows Eve, which is like, let's say it's the night of, right? You're all getting ready. It is All Hallows Eve. The streets are empty. The fog has rolled in. Even on a clear, like even with the lanterns and the lights of the city, it is fucking hard to see. You can hear the people have vacated the streets and are in the buildings. The school is packed with the not only the students, any of their friends and family. Like this is treated like a Fallout scenario. Like everyone don't go out. The only people that are
And here we are going out.
Hell yeah. So the only people that are out there are the wardens who, walk in their like, they have literal armor underneath like these robes, and like some of them wear like straight up like tapestries on them. Think of them like weird battle priests, and they have these fucking masks, these spirit masks that keep them powered and protected. Some of them walk with these wicked looking staffs. Other ones walk with like lanterns that spew this like smoke that they sort of swing around. And they walk in packs, you know what I mean, through the streets, seemingly unafraid, but ever vigilant of what's out there. as the night crawls and everyone hides, you can hear, as you prepare yourselves, you can hear what sounds like the distant screams and sounds of battle that come with All Hallows Eve. People who didn't get inside quick enough, or maybe people like yourselves who decided to venture out to, get up to a little mischief and have the, met a terrible end. What do you all look like? And what are you doing?
Sparrow, as she puts on a different, not her spirit mask, but like a spook mask, this mask, is, as she's walking out of the building, she's loading the 6-gun.
The Severus 6-gun with his half skull on your face. I'm going to say, too, if you guys want spirit mask, you did steal a bunch from the nobleman when you raided the shit out of his house and put everybody to sleep. So we can say some of those, like, let's say they have enough juice in them, you know what I mean, to like give you a little bit of protection. So you have spirit masks if you want them. What does Victor look like?
So Victor actually is wearing he tells everyone that this is a traditional Skovlin harrowing outfit, and what it looks like is it's a navy blue kind of half cropped jacket with like a lot of colored embroidered pieces, so it's like gold and silver and everything, and it's very decoratively designed, and then there's also other colors on the back, so it kind of forms into a pattern, and in this one it's in the shape of a bird, and then the pants are also in the same color and aesthetic, and they have like long stripes that are both green and red and purple running down on the sides, and he's actually wearing like a white shirt, and then he has also a kind of like a fez-like hat, if you will. So it's like kind of round on the top, and he's also has actually, so over the white shirt, but underneath the jacket is actually this kind of like Kevlar looking
armor
vest. Yep, and it has and this is actually the things he's been working on the entire time, which are these Spirit Bane Kevlar suits.
Fuck yes. I love it.
And Spirit Bane chainmail.
Yep.
Fuck
and then he also has a cloak wrapped around him that has stitched arcane runes and sigils, and there's also and he also had doused them with some alchemical reagents, so they are charged with arcane energy, so it's to kind of ward off anything that could look at them.
Fuck yeah, I like it. I'm sorry, that you wear it around your neck?
Yeah, the cloak. It's a regular cloak, so you just it's like a long cloak. It's like a short. It's like a
and it just protects you from like them noticing you. Pretty much. I like it. I love it.
And the Spirit Bane is really just to say, don't come near.
Yeah, like stay away. Yep. Okay, and these all work very well. If you remember, you got a critical, I believe, right? So these are fucking good. You and Ebony crushed it with making these. And there's enough for everybody?
Oh yeah, there's enough for everyone.
Cool. So you guys all do have this armor. That means when you take, I would count it as armor. So if you take damage, you can have the armor take the damage. So it gets damaged instead of you. So what does Scarlet look like?
Scarlet is, she had a custom outfit made, kind of like vintage Harlequin-esque, the diamonds and, you know, but it's in a deep burgundy and black pattern.
Okay. Cool,
all across it, you know, the jacket's well fit, that sort of thing. The pants, same pattern, but it goes right about her knee. And she's just got some simple white stockings on. She scuffed it up a little bit just to kind of give it that, hey, I'm totally dead thing. But yeah.
Okay, cool. I like it. You were like a killer Harlequin.
Yep.
Very badass.
Clowns are spooky, yo.
Ebony, what do you look like?
Ebony is wearing a long blue dress that is very low cut, especially for the time. Has bits of lace all over it, and has put on red gloves that go all the way up and have bits of white lace, so it sort of looks like her arms are covered in blood.
Okay, cool. All right, I like it. And Grimolkin.
Grimolkin is wearing his best opera-going attire with tucks and tails. Top hat with the armor underneath, of course, where it can't be seen. And
Yes.
The spirit mask.
Okay, does your spirit mask look like anything in particular? Is it like completely plain, featureless? Does it look like a Phantom of the Opera thing?
Enjoy it being featureless. I think that's...
Yeah.
Yes.
That is similar to what the Wardens wear.
Yes.
This sort of like uncomfortable. Either they wear featureless ones, or some of them are very detailed and they look like a person's face, and it's uncomfortable. But yes, I like that. The featureless, just smooth mask. So, you all set out. I imagine it very similar to Reservoir Dogs as you walk in your badass fucking outfits, or like Guardians of the Galaxy. You make your way through the school. The people of the school are like, some of the families of the blind and some of the blind, they know you're coming, and they're like, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, and some of them are praying for you. Some of them are offering their own simple made spirit charms, or these are not rich people, and trying to give you anything that you need, because they're like, this is suicide.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way.
Oh, I forgot. I'm totally wearing my Spirit Bane charm out and proud.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I got you. You could say it's like part of your bow tie if you want.
Yeah.
Like, haha. So
fuck you, ghosts.
Get out of here. I'm classy as fuck. And as you make your way towards the door, waiting at the exit is Jed. Jed, I think. Right? Jed. As Jed is waiting, and Jed is looking to you, Victor, and he goes, "You're really going out there then?"
Yes. Now, while I'm gone, you need to protect everyone.
I don't think I can. I'm 11.
Didn't you say you can take care of yourself?
No, I've got a place I used to hide. I'm gonna go there. I don't want to be here. There's too much food here, you know what I mean? I've got to go somewhere where it's, empty.
Victor puts a hand on his shoulder. Do it as a favor to me.
I'll do my best.
You know what to do. You've worked on these, and he taps on the Kevlar. You know what you can do to help.
Okay.
Just keep this place together. Also, don't touch the gunpowder.
Well, only in emergencies. Got it.
Yes.
Touch the gunpowder in case I want to. Got it.
I will.
No.
Remember, we're using the gunpowder to
Yeah.
blow up this safe house. So.
Oh yeah,
you're bringing the
never
gunpowder.
mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's all right. I've stolen some. There's a couple of cups. I will only use them in the event of emergencies. Got it.
Sure.
Good luck out there, Victor. Please come back.
I plan to.
Right. And
Frank.
he moves out of the way.
Frank,
Yeah. And he pops out of a room.
do you know what a monster looks like?
Yeah, I know monsters. Sure. They look different, but I know them when I see them.
Like the thing in the tunnel?
Oh hell yeah, that's
You
a
see
horror.
anything like that? Punch it till it quits moving, and then punch it a bit more. I'll write home.
He
Have you
looks
ever
kind of
had-
scared when you say that.
Have
Am
you
I
ever
gonna
had a
have to
scorpion?
fight a horror?
Have you ever had a scorpion?
Yeah. No.
All right, so they're kind of like a spider, but with like a big pointy tail.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the end.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what they are.
I'll write home and see if I can get someone to send me one for you.
Yeah. All right.
But you got to keep the people here safe.
I'll try. Silt is standing there with a bowl of oatmeal and just shaking his head, looking at him and looking at you all, shaking his head. You're all fucking nuts, you are. Actually, he eats it with his proboscis that comes out.
You're gonna help keep an eye on this place.
Yeah, well, I fucking live here, don't I? You ruined my last home. Fucking filth is out there now.
I didn't ruin it.
All right. Well, good luck. Try not to die.
Will do.
So, you guys venture out into the night. You open the doors, and they're quickly shut back behind you as the people shut them and board them. If you come back, you gotta. But you know, get there. So, the streets are fogged, dense. It's hard to see. It is quiet, except for the occasional scream, the occasional growl, the occasional sounds of battle, metal clanging and gunfire. Distant, some of it close. You can hear weeping from a building not like right across the way. And you can see what looks like through some of the wooden slats, other people looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? And you guys make your way into the night. Now then, are you making your way straight for the slaughterhouse? And how are you getting there? On foot, in a carriage, through the tunnels, through the waterways? How are you doing this?
I would
May I-
recommend
Yes.
tunnels. We're good with the tunnels. We have maps and keys.
Whatever you all think.
Tunnels is fine by me.
Also, this way nobody sees us except unless they go in the tunnels.
Tunnels it is. So, tunnels. The areas
Bad
where
idea.
bad things usually hang
Oh, yeah,
out
we're-
on a good day. What are they like on a bad day? Hopefully empty. So, you pop open the manhole and down you go. You know the routes. You know how to go where you're going. And I assume you guys have light of some kind with you, like a lantern or something?
I've got my night goggles.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The rest
Denseness of the
probably
fog, like, it's more than the normal Blades world. It is hard to see right now. You make your way into the tunnels. Dark, damp, and quiet. Your feet echo across the cobblestone. There's not much moving down here. Not much happening. As you make your way, who's in the back and who's in the front?
I'm in the front.
You're in the front, Sparrow. Who's in the back?
I'll cover the back.
Okay. As you guys walk, Sparrow, as you walk forward, you reach, there is a like a four-way split. You know that you're supposed to go right.
Mhm.
And when you are approaching this split, you can hear what sounds like laughter, abrupt, just coming out of nowhere, and boisterous and loud. Just and it's coming from that intersection. And as you kind of like peek your little goggles around, you can see down the hallway there is a man walking disjointed, and he's gliding his hands across the sides of the tunnels and just and you can see as you make out his form moving, you can see at one point he like snaps sideways and then just and drags his hands across the ground and then snaps back up in this sickening noise of bones cracking and twisting as he's just giggling and laughing to himself as he's making his way down the right way. You could go that way and interact with this, or you could go a longer way and still get there. It's just, because you know the tunnel system, so you can go a different way, take you a little longer, take you through some more unexpected paths, but...
I'm on a medium load today, so I'm just thinking that out loud.
Okay.
Oh, there's a thing I have. And he's like taking up the whole thing. Yes. Okay.
So as you watch him, you just sort of study him, he is laughing, and as he walks, he begins to walk down and just through the floor. But there is this noise. It's not like a ghost phasing. There is this sound, this noise that accompanies him phasing through the floor. And it is like this sizzling, gurgling noise. And as he like, as his head goes through and the noise stops, which is why you assume the laughter suddenly appeared. as if this man perpetually laughs, but just when he walks through walls is when you hear him. And now it's like there's this smell that accompanied where he was.
I pop back. I say, there's something in this hallway. We could go down another tunnel. I think every tunnel's going to have something.
Same.
Yeah.
Grimalkin, can you shoot?
Of course.
How well can you shoot?
Well,
I hand you the 6-gun.
excellent.
Now, it's not a ghost.
Not a ghost. That means it's a horror.
But
Will
it
this
comes in and out.
Take
So
it out.
if we move fast or somehow disable its feet, that might slow it down.
Can I just shoot it with this?
Probably do something with that.
I pop my head around the corner real quick and take a shot at it.
It walked into the floor, if you remember.
I missed that
has,
part. I'm sorry.
It has sizzled its way into the floor. Yes,
Yeah.
Scarlet.
If memory serves, it was Sparrow had one, Scarlet had the other.
You do.
Yep.
You definitely have one. You are the gun woman in this group. Yes,
Okay.
you do have one.
Uh,
Fully loaded and ready to roll.
Yeah.
Scarlet,
Yes.
can Ember get away from it?
Get away.
I don't want Ember to
React. Well,
Looks at you.
If I wanted Ember to die, I'd just tell you to send Ember in first. But can
Yeah.
Ember kite it?
yeah. Ember, do the thing.
Ember walks out. You can see her like tail twitch. Never has she shown hesitation going towards ghosts. The smell of this thing she gives.
Well,
hesitation.
she's backing away.
What do you? I thought you wanted
We're
to
not
send
sending her. Well, no, we're not sending her after
Oh.
or him. He's staying like behind her.
Oh, okay. I was actually saying send Ember.
Oh, is that what you?
draw the thing
Okay,
out?
Yeah.
to draw it out. Okay, yeah. Then yeah.
If not,
Okay.
I can.
You decide to send Ember to try to, like you did with leash the ghosts, see if it can leash this thing. And as Ember goes ephemeral and kind of this large cat makes its way through the alleyway, and you see it stop and kind of sniff the spot where he melted in. And that's when you hear the sound again, and Ember looks at the wall, and you can see her like hiss at the wall, and from the wall of the tunnel you see arms like sprout out, and you hear and he grabs a hold of Ember. Oh, I'm sorry, I just laughed. And he grabs a hold of Ember. In her ephemeral form, she begins to sizzle and scream as his hands start burning her
I'm gonna shoot.
sizzling through her as his head does come out as he's like and begins to hurt the cat. Go right ahead. What are you using? Hunt, probably?
Yep.
Or whatever your best. Sure.
Would you say
That's your prey.
desperate?
Yes.
Or
Yes. This is like oh God, he's doing this. This is not controlled. This is a desperate. This is desperate limited. No,
Limited?
I'm sorry. Given the gun, it's desperate standard because you're using the Severus.
You can always push yourself for greater effect.
Yeah, if you want a great effect, push yourself.
And
But
are we in the
yeah,
heist? Can I use my abilities?
Yeah.
Because we haven't made an engagement roll.
oh, we
so-
haven't made an engagement roll yet.
Oh, I totally
Sure.
forgot about your engagement roll.
Yeah.
I was just.
Oops. Did we do that?
Whoops.
We do have rerolls.
Yeah, let's just go because we're already balls deep. You know what I mean? I was gonna
Oh, I thought
start
you
you.
made a bad roll.
Getting to the slaughterhouse is the hard part of the mission because that's where you have to go through everything. So that's really where the meat of the slaughterhouse itself is pretty defended.
All right, so
Okay, so I'll go ahead and push myself.
But if you want to use like flashbacks and shit and like whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and push myself to get a great effect.
Okay.
Anyone got a devil's bargain?
Not that I want to bring up.
A shard of the thing you kill will enter and join with Ember.
Oh shit, that's pretty good and terrible.
Ooh, yeah.
That's pretty good and terrible. Yep.
Nope.
No.
Okay, if you don't like that.
Yeah.
No, you don't have
to just reset your stress. So
yeah, no.
You can always say no.
Yeah, well, that's what I am. I'm saying no.
All right, roll this shit. Save your cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and push myself one more time, so I have that extra dice.
You can only push yourself once.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So,
that's right.
do you want standard effect or extra dice?
Or greater effect.
Yeah, but you said standard for the gun.
Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll do standard and give myself that extra dice.
Do it up. Ugh.
Oof. Hey, it's a 4.
Four's not bad. So as you fire, you blast through one of the arms that was really gripping her back, and the Severosi 6 gun blows its arm, and you can hear like this sickening as it snaps and kind of falls limp. And it turns its head like its head is here, and it just snaps its neck to look at you. It just goes.
Can I take a shot at that point?
Sure. I was going to say it begins to retreat into the wall, but if you want to try to kill it before, or, shoot it into space, if maybe it kills it. Okay, go right ahead.
Okay. Desperate?
Yes, desperate. And you're using one of the Severosi 6 guns?
Yes.
Great. Oh, I'm sorry, standard. Standard, I apologize. It would be great normal.
Ugh. I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
We actually got one tonight from...
We got 2 tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Do it up.
And the way we're doing rerolls now is they go into a pool, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyone can... Yes, I like that.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh.
So you unnerved by this thing, or rather, really, you're not used to a gun this size. Probably that's more likely the problem. It's like boom, holy shit! The noise is loud, and as he and he just phases back into the wall, sizzling away.
Is Ember still there?
Ember is thrashing on the ground and going in between ephemeral and material until she seems to calm in her normal like corporeal form and comes walking back like fur puffed up, and she has a horrible like scar on her back. All the fur has been melted off, it looks like. And it looks like this thing was melting into her like body with its hand.
Ooh.
But it is gone. Maybe shot its arm, like mostly off.
I tumble into the area, running like.
Okay, you tuck and roll. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You and you go out there. The smell is awful, like decay, like rot. As you get closer and closer, and you see like what it left behind when it went through the walls just destroyed the stone, like decaying it or melting it. It's bizarre. Nothing happens. It does not come for you.
All right, I'll stay there for a second and wave the rest of the group.
Okay. You take this opportunity to let's fucking go. And you make your way through the tunnel. You make your way through without issue. This laughing man seems to leave you be. And you make your way further and further. You reach a point where you could continue through the tunnels, or you could pop back out to the street and try your luck on the street. It may be better, it may be worse. You're not sure. Do you want to continue in the tunnels or try the street?
Do we go up or do we go through?
This is your bag. I'm not as well versed in these things, so I'm following your leads.
Ebony?
We may as well go up.
Okay.
You climb. As you climb your way up the ladders and out of one of the manholes, you get out to the fog-ridden streets. When you come out to an empty street where way over by a bridge, you can see what looks like lights. It's all lit up, and you know that that's a warden checkpoint. And as you kind of look, you see some figures moving in the dark, in the fog, towards it. And you can see that one of them stops and turns, and he is wearing a mask that is like a big twisted smiley face. And he looks at you, and he stands up straight, and he waves, and he goes, "But hi there!" And he pulls up his mask, and you can see that it's Psycho Billy. He goes, "Hi, hey guys, how you doing?"
Hi, Bill.
Hey, hi, Billy.
Hey, how's my brother?
Great.
Is he teaching you how to throw knives?
I'd show you, but I need all my ammo tonight.
Okay, very good. All right then, I'll see you all around. Don't forget my fucking my gunpowder. I'm gonna go kill some fucking wardens.
And he puts the mask back on. You can see that there's blood on his face when he lifted it, and he puts it back, and he goes to cartoonishly sneak towards them. You can see that he's in like war mode. He's wearing some sort of like kind of like ballistic vest like you is, but it's all like layered metal. And you can see on his back, he has two what looks like brass knuckles in their like own like little holsters, and he has knives loading the sides of his belt, and he's making his way through and heading towards there. So that's going to happen over there, but that's not where you need to go. You need to go the other way. So you're good. So as you guys make your way, experiencing that, as you cross your way through the streets, up ahead do you stay to the main thoroughfare where you can see, or do you stay in the alleyways where you can't, where it's less visible for both enemies and yourself? But also things could hunt there, but things could also hunt you on the street.
Yeah, alleys.
Alleys?
Yeah, alleys.
So you stick to the alleyways.
We're good at moving quick.
It's true. As you start making your way through, you come across, or rather, I'm sorry. You hear what sounds like intense sobbing coming from an alleyway. You don't need to go down that way. You're heading this way. It would be out of your way to go that way. But you hear like sobbing, and you hear like, "Please fucking help me.
Nope.
Please let me in."
Nope. Nope.
And it sounds like a young woman. Do you ignore the fucking shit out of that?
Yes.
That.
Yep.
Okay. As you kind of turn and make your way away, you hear what sounds like a door opening, and you hear, "All right, quick, come inside, come inside." You hear, "Oh God, thank you." And as the door shuts, you don't know what happens in that house, and you continue on your way.
R.I.P.
They're done.
As you make your way,
rip.
As you begin to make your way through the alleyways, Victor, something drops on your shoulder, and you look, and it's goo, slimy. Have you ever seen Alien?
Yep.
That's what
God.
it's like.
Oh
no! Why?
Well, that's what the goo looks like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you look up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Victor's gonna look up.
You look up.
Of course I'm gonna look up.
You see nothing.
Oh.
However, you notice that the fire escape on one of the walls, as you're kind of looking, you all have keen eyes, so you know kind of what to look for. And as you're looking, you see the fire escape. The metal of the fire escape is denting and curling. And you're like, what? Like as if something is like bending it.
Silver knife dead in the center.
You want to throw a knife? Okay.
I axe before anything else does.
Yes, you do. That is one of your abilities. Do it.
And
Roll
I'm
that
throwing
shit.
an unusual,
I would say, what?
I'm throwing an unusual weapon.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does that?
It is on my sheet. I have unusual weapon, and I have picked silver knife.
Silver knife. Okay. Throw this silver knife, and that is, I would say, risky because you're acting before everything. You kind of get like, you know what I mean? You get before the shit really hits the fan. You're able to act first.
Yeah. Can
Yep.
I finesse it to be a direct point? I'm aiming for a very specific spot. If those two things are hands, right in the middle. And if it's either I'm trying to hit it here, or if those two things are legs, I'm going to hit it right in the crotch.
Either way, good spot. So this would be risky, and I would say that this will actually be what's the one below standard? Limited.
Limited. I'm going to push myself for standard.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. As Victor, as you look up, you see the bending of the metal, and as a knife goes past your head, like shit, as Sparrow's fucking on it, and it flies and digs and stops, and you see some of the blade disappears all the way up to the hilt, and you can see this almost fluorescent green kind of drip from the wound, and you hear this deep guttural noise as the entire fire escape just sort of and like rips open, as from then you hear something move through the air. You cannot see it. All you see is the knife moving and the fluorescent blood spattering as a building near you and closer to you. You see down the sides of the walls as it stops, and then in the walls, in the brick, as something is apparently digging its way towards you, like something climbing on the wall, quickly moving towards you. What do you guys do? Are we running? Are we fighting? Are we running?
Well, we have a rough idea where it is, so we know where to avoid.
You see the knife, and that's it. And you're like, so you just want to fucking run. Any gadgets, Victor? Anything that you want to be like, pocket sand, like get away from me? Anything like that you got? Like,
I mean, if it's next to me still, yes, I got a pocket sand.
It's a bit away from you still.
Okay,
you have time to throw something at it, or like.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I do have on my sheet. I have I'm gonna throw a Quicksilver at it, and that's basic, and it's gonna be a bottle of Quicksilver because it does react with spirits and other kind of spiritual beings. Okay. So I'm gonna just toss it in that general zone.
Like a flask of Quicksilver into its face.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Sure. I will say risky and limited.
Risky and limited. All right.
Yep.
For that, I'm probably I'm probably gonna use Wreck for that, and then
Okay, I like that. Yeah. That suits you.
Yes. And I am also going to push myself to get a standard.
Do you want a devil's bargain?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, all right.
A literal devil's bargain?
It's the night for it.
It's the night for it, but we'll see that for later. I got 2.
Okay, fives. Not bad. As you and throw the shit, do you yell anything at it? Or how does Victor? Nope. Is he just chill?
Yep. He's just like, he's used to throwing grenades in war. He's used to throwing another grenade.
Unnaturally calm. Like you're used to seeing Gromolkin a bit, or Victor a bit fidgety and worried with like spirits and stuff. He seems like okay, and like chill as he throws this thing. It bashes and you see it scatter across. And because it's Quicksilver, it's sort of like silvery kind of covers it. And you sort of see what you're looking at. And you see like a pointed sort of shape, almost like a crocodile snout, as it and like opens its mouth. But whatever you hit, you must have gotten it in its eyes, because it starts like and it jumps off of the building, and you hear like boom as it crushes a couple of garbage cans and starts writhing as shit just starts flying around. You assume like limbs and maybe a tail are whacking things around. And as you back up, you can hear what sounds like the sounds of battle far off, where Psycho Billy is fighting the wardens. And you hear the sounds of boots running across the street towards you. And that sounds like, you hear like, over here. And it sounds like could be more wardens coming towards whatever this is.
Well, they're coming, so let's go.
As you guys start running, and 2 more wardens come from where you're running to, and they stop, they see you, they look behind, they don't even care, they look behind you and they're like, go, and they like like get past us. Like they don't give a shit about you at all. And you can see one of them pulls out a fucking broadsword and starts running towards this. Another one has what appears to be like a large staff, and you see him flick it, and a blade like comes out like it's like a scythe. And they're like, "Ugh," and they start running towards this thing. And as you guys are running away, you see one of the warden's bodies fly over and snap like backwards onto one of the building's corners as he and he like spits out blood through the mask as he slams onto the ground, as you hear this thing just like roaring at them. So you just fucking run away from that bullshit and make your way through the street. You can see the slaughterhouse. You can see it. You can see the goddamn thing. It is across one bridge because you're going into, just another part of Crowsfoot. It's across a bridge with a very simple thin creek or like smaller river that foghounds will usually use to like ship things through, like smaller boats and things of that nature. There is one bridge that goes across. There looks like there used to be wardens there.
Thanks, Billy.
Well, maybe. Hard to tell right now in the fog, but it looks like there's like broken lights and things up there. Could have been Billy. Could have been others. But do you go across the bridge? Do you try to go down away from the bridge and through the water? Do you go the long way? What do you guys want to do?
Not go in the water?
Through the water.
Yeah, no.
Through the water, right? Sounds super safe.
No.
It's normally a death trap to touch the water.
Yep.
Well, the rivers are real safer.
Safer than the ocean, sure.
Safer than the oceans, yeah.
And they don't have sharks in them, but so are we doing the bridge? Are we doing the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way across this bridge as you come across what used to be a warden checkpoint.
Did the warden that got broken have a lantern on him?
Yeah. Sure. Like one of the smoke lanterns?
Yeah.
Do it up. Yeah, grab it.
I grabbed it.
Why not?
Can it be like one of those sensors, which is like a
That's
chain?
exactly what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's what priests walk around in.
Yeah.
So if you want to whip that shit around and bash someone in the face, you bet they're reinforced to slap motherfuckers in the face. You bet. Are they a little spiky? Sure. If you want to.
Make sure it's lit.
It is. It's lit with a weird green flame, actually, and like a greenish smoke. As you start making your way, this checkpoint is ruined. Billy did not do this. Billy is doing what now you're hearing mostly that thing, whatever, a crocodile monster. Yeah. But right now what you see are the tall like lights and lanterns that they had are like snapped, bent, and broken. It looks very similar to how that thing was bending metal, except you can see massive claw marks in the concrete and in some of the bodies. Was similar to what that thing did. Maybe that's what did it. But as you start like looking around, you can see that a lot of the men are like torn apart. One is torn in half. These people were dominated, just decimated. And one of them, it appears he has his hands gripped incredibly tight, and you can see that his head is just gone. Like he gripped something, and in his hands he has tufts of fur, thick fur in his hands, as his head and like right here are just gone. So that's what you're seeing as you're making your way, stepping your way through the bodies. There is what appears to be a big fucking broadsword that is like chipped a little bit, but just cast aside by one of the wardens, and it has blood on it. And also a bit of like bits of fur. Do any of you guys want a big fucking broadsword? Okay, Victor, you get a big fucking wooden broadsword. You're like, oh. Fuck it. Let's say wreck, right? You're good at wreck. Yeah. That's a wreck weapon. So
that's a wrecking weapon.
You pick that thing up and you're fucking holding it. It's cool as hell. It can look however you want. There's other little things around, but a lot of it's destroyed or was cast into the river in the fight. And as you start making your way through the water, across the bridge, you hear in the water what sounds like lapping waves, like someone rowing a boat, and you hear arguing in hushed whispers. And you can hear it like this is fucking stupid. Are you crazy? And look, do you want to get to the fucking safe place? And this is how we do it. We were going to get killed by those guys. You know that. We were safe there. Like, we were fucking safe there. They were going to fucking kill us and rob us. But now we're going to get killed anyway. We're not going to get killed, I swear. And you can see that there are two people in a boat with a small like hooded lantern, making their way across this this waterway pretty quickly, trying to get to where they're going. Do you want to say anything to them? Do you want to try? No? Okay. As you look down, you can see something is trailing in the water behind them, making its way towards them. I should have said it now. Do you say anything to them now, or do you let this happen? You would give away your own position, but you may save 2 lives. It's up to you.
No.
No? Okay.
Behind you!
Grimalkin says,
Damn it, Grimalkin.
he can't. As they whoop, and one of them looks and he goes, oh, good God. And he picks up what looks like a harpoon and he throws it. And you can see out of the water comes a humanoid shape, scales, webbed hands, webbed fingers, like kind of fins coming off of its like face and big bulging eyes. As it, oh yeah, baby, Black Lagoon, that's what's up. As it comes up and just as they just, holy fuck, and he throws it and it jams into the harpoon into its chest as it it's kind of like gurgling at you.
Grimalkin's smart enough to do this properly.
Okay.
There's got to be like a stone or something on the ground, right?
Sure.
He chucks it behind the boat.
Okay, we can retcon that. I'll say you
Same thing,
even better.
Yeah.
You slightly kick it. Like it's on the ground, you look at your team, you just like kick it so it goes and blunk. He turns around like because they're already so paranoid, and out comes the thing from the Black Lagoon. As it comes from, bam, he throws a harpoon in its chest, and it kind of gurgles as they're like, he readies another one. He's like, stay away from us, we don't want any fucking trouble. And he throws another one and it misses.
I'll reach down, grab one of the warden's bodies, take a bag off of it, and then throw the body over at the thing.
Okay, you take a little satchel off it, you throw the body. As the body falls, it lands onto it, and it grabs the body and goes under the water. Looks like it was just looking for food. Left the harpoon in its body, didn't care, and took the thing under. You're good. As you make your way, as the guy's rowing faster, he's like, now, you see what I'm fucking talking about? He's like, we're good. And one of them, you can see the guy with harpoon looks back and he sees you, Grimalkin, and he's like, and just like waves quickly and subtly, like, thank you. You know what I mean? And then goes back to what they're doing. You saved 2 lives today. You guys make your way across the bridge. As you, there is a small, looks like a black powder bomb in that bag.
Oh.
Fuse and everything. I'm frozen. Is anybody else frozen?
Not yet.
No.
You're still there. Nope, you're frozen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Am I back?
You're back.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
Everything.
Yeah, we heard it all.
Black powder bomb. Okay.
Yep.
So, you guys begin to make your way across the bridge, like one more street, and you're there, and you're at the slaughterhouse. Throck, would you? And I leave this up to you. Like, we're running a little low on time. Is it okay if we continue this, guys?
I'm running low on time too. So
that's right. Well, what I mean is, I'm sorry. Continue this later next session.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine.
So let me give us a little. As you guys look at the slaughterhouse, like, oh, fuck, you know, we're fucking there. Without getting really very hurt. It's good. You see what appears to be in the night, like running across the street on the cobblestone, a woman flailing and running as she and trips, gets up, sees you, and is like, oh God. And you see through the mist, like very quickly, a form suddenly holding her. Like through the mist was like wind, and then boom, holding her like a romantic pose. As you see him holding her, and he goes, and she just, and like goes limp in his arms, and it's a man in a very long coat. As he looks up and he goes, hello. And you can see 2 very sharp fangs protruding from his mouth as he simply begins to walk towards you and slices her throat with his finger.
Before he slices his throat, I dive at him with my Sevrosi knife.
Oh, fuck yes. So he is, hello, and we freeze frame on Sparrow, just instantly leaping through the air, feral-like, just knife glowing in your hand.
I will assist by with a follow-up with with wide swing of the warden sword.
But we can handle that next time.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, God,
Just the freeze frame. We're all getting ready to go in action.
If you guys can still hear me, I can't hear you. You're all frozen. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're back again.
There we
So
go.
you're back. We
again.
can, and
When
we
did I
can.
freeze?
We heard you the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, good thing we're ending now. So let's pick up on this next session. You guys don't need to. I'm probably not. Well, I might put on my makeup. I know technically it won't be October anymore, but I don't
Let's
know.
just do it.
I want Harrow's
Halloween
Eve
every
to be
day.
fucking terrible, right? That's how I live. So we will continue the last leg of your journey through this shitty part of the city, as you make your way. So that was our Blades in the Dark episode for tonight, everybody. I would like to thank you everybody for joining us, for checking this out. Thank you to our sponsors, tabletoploot.com, RueInc.com with awesome fantasy maps, So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear, with their official merch. Thank you. I'm sorry, yes, I forgot.
No, you're fine.
You're the official sponsor, but I gotta
No,
let you
you're
do
good. I like it. I like the way you
and-
said it. It made me happy.
And of course, Roll20, who is fucking awesome, and literally what we've been using tonight, and pretty much every night. So, thank you all for coming, and let us, as we make our way out. Did I miss any sponsors? No. Don't forget the Discord. Don't forget the Patreon. Check out all that shit. Welcome to the Party is fucking awesome, so check it out. Now,
Get previous episodes on the YouTube.
Yeah.
check out
Yes.
what else we've done. Let's go around the room and tell us who you are, tell us where we can find you, and tell us who you think deserves a little bit of extra XP tonight. Let's go with Kay. Sorry, I grabbed you as soon as you started coughing. I did it on purpose. I saw it.
Yeah,
I
you
did it
saw
on
it
purpose.
happening. No.
I wanted
Hey, Kate, also known as Undead K on the internet. You can find me on Twitter at K_undead. You can also find me sometimes lurking on the Discord for Welcome to the Party. Also playing in a Call of Cthulhu game, 1 p.m. Eastern on, Wednesdays today. So, yeah. And yeah, no, this has been great. As far as extra experience goes, I wish I could give it to Ember. No, I'm kidding.
Ember took one for the team.
Ember got still alive though. Still alive. Good thing you shot that thing. I was gonna take your cat from you.
Don't take my cat. I'll be sad.
I wanted to kill that cat.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Sparrow because of the whole "Hey, Grimalkin, calm down" scene. I liked that.
That was really
I liked
good.
that a lot.
Yeah. Okay, very cool. One for Sparrow. And Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear on Instagram. Yeah, I'm also gonna give it to Sparrow. Thank you for standing up for me, even though I really don't deserve it.
That was not standing up.
You did agree. You agreed not to tire to gunpowder and blow her to pieces.
Yet.
Yeah.
We can all agree.
No reason.
And speaking of which, Bisonic.
Hello, my name is Bisonic Kevin on the Twitters. You can find me Tuesday nights running my game, Riffs, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome, which has been just an amazing thing so far. And backstory is exploding in people's faces, and I love it so much.
Very good.
It's been great. And that's Tuesdays at 8. And everyone's got things going on, and it's fantastic. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I also want to thank my great wife who went out and actually got me this during the game. Came back with that. Yeah. And you can find her amazing yarn work and other things at llamasandlattes.com. She puts out fantastic knitting patterns, and her sweaters have been absolutely fantastic. All right.
Nice.
That is an adorable website name.
It is.
Yes.
I love it.
Say lattes and llamas, right? Sometimes I say it backwards.
You said llamas and lattes.
Yeah, you said llamas and
Damn
lattes.
it. But thank you. And for me, I'm going to go with Victor for his massive contributions to our gear. which has kept us alive, created new opportunities we didn't have before. So yeah, just
Don't worry.
keep building that stuff.
I'm gonna break that gear in.
Of course you are.
The trip there
Oh,
was
yeah.
the easy part. Trip there was the easy. Okay, so you're about to make a lot of noise. Victor.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage on the internet, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Death by Mage. And you can also find me on my website, deathbymage.com, for all your RPG, D&D inspirational blog posts and reviews. And you can also check me out on all my wonderful things I create on the DMs Guild, including Journey to the Feywild, my stuff for Artifacts of the Guild, and my Jubilexian Slime Race, because Slimes One Adventure 2. And tomorrow on Halloween, the Uncaged Anthology Volume 3 is going to be released and so you can snag your copy, and you can find my adventure Scales of Truth inside of there, and you can also buy a physical copy.
Very cool.
Nice.
You got so much stuff going on. I love all your stuff. I love the Jubilexian Slime Race, by the way.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you if I'm allowed to use that in my home campaign.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
sure.
I would love to use that.
Yes,
Okay, because I run an evil
yay.
campaign, and an intelligent
Yes.
slime would be perfect.
Yes.
Greetings. I like to fucking eat people too. High five.
Don't get me wrong. I mentally designed the Jubilexian to be 4 evil campaigns
Yeah.
as well as
Hell
everything
yeah.
else. So
Nice.
You get
it was
to play
meant
a
to work for
monster.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fantastic. I fucking
Yep.
love it.
And I'm giving my extra XP. I actually want to nominate Grimulkin for just the awesome reaction.
Yeah. No.
That was really good.
That live reaction of, what do you mean you just did this?
Crime Dad, mad.
We didn't even tell him about the second job.
Yeah, right.
Didn't get to that part.
Nothing objectionable about it. We did a job. Mishka likes us. It's good.
Yeah, he would actually. I think he would have enjoyed that one.
We killed John Irons, but
We also blamed a judge for being a terrible human being.
That's true.
yeah.
Which he was. And last but not least, of course, Grimulkin.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Sean, also known as Thrak, also known as Grimulkin. You can find me next on Blood and Shackles on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we are playing a D&D 5e Pirates campaign. Yar, me matey. I was gonna, I was kind of split between Ebony and Sparrow for role playing, because Ebony was all like, "Yeah, this is all I'm gonna tell you. Fuck off."
Yeah.
That was good.
So if I give it to Ebony, everyone will get a nomination, but Sparrow will have 2, and so Sparrow will get the XP. But if I give it to Sparrow, Sparrow gets 3. So I'm going to give it to Ebony, because that way I recognize more good role playing. And
Yes.
yeah.
Indeed. Well done. I am Evan. I'm Evan Jennings 64 on the Twitter. I'm not on that too much. I'm on I'm Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. I run this game every Wednesday. I play in Kevin's Rifts game every Tuesday, which is fucking awesome. I play my evil game at home, which is on YouTube on the Beyond EMH channel. It's on one of the playlists. We do a bunch of goofy shit. This was fucking cool. You guys have come up again with a neat plan that I didn't expect. And I fucking love it, Ghost Bomb. I'm so glad you're using it. And I think this was great. Sparrow, you definitely get the extra XP because you were nominated. I liked everything that you guys did this time. I liked how you guys decided to deal with the large invisible thing that I put forth before you. I like that your instinct was throw a silver knife at it. Oh, throw a bunch of silver shit in its face. Fuck him. I don't know. Throw
something
throw
special.
silver at it. I don't know. But I love
something.
I love the desperateness and the but ever fighting backwards. I love it. So also fuck yes for diving at the vampire. Hell yeah. Good job. I thought you were gonna be like, oh no, it's a vampire.
No,
fuck
it's a vampire.
Him. I want to stab him in his dumb fucking eyes.
It's kind of a thing.
Yeah, fuck him. So well done, guys. This was awesome, and thank you all for joining us this evening. And don't forget to check out the sponsors, check out the Patreon and the Discord. have a great night. Who are we raiding tonight?
All right, we're going to be raiding Soul Bear RPG. Our dear friends over there are doing their, I think it's their Tal'Dorei night, so it's going to be some fun D&D in the world of Critical Role. Sweet. Okay.
Nice.
And we will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Millennium Nights, which is our not at all Power Rangers at all role-playing game.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct from
Legally
Power Ranger role-playing
distinct.
game. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Ernie does a great job on the theme.
Bye. Bye.